What do we got here? Boy, that's a little loud. How's that? Yeah. No, I don't have Boston Tim Radio, not yet. I have not been blessed with KBOS. Oh, Europe's coming one of these days. I just gotta find some scenery for it. I've been too busy lately, though. Who do we have here? Johnson, good to see you. Andreas, welcome aboard. Efrain de Villa, good to see you. Happy, what is today? Monday. Happy Monday. Megaius Fox. Joe the Human Dev, welcome aboard. Tim Radio, welcome aboard. Always good to see you, Tim. Make sure that's off. Okay. Busted Minimums, happy Memorial Day to you as well, buddy. Welcome aboard. Gate Hendrickson, welcome aboard. It is 4 o'clock or almost 5 o'clock in Norway. That's getting late. Raindrock. I've been interested in building Ortho XP photo scenery. Yeah, Raindrock one of these days. Or Raindrock. I don't have the hard drive space for it right now, nor do I have the time to learn how to do it. And I know a lot of the guys have it and have been messing around with it, but it's right now it's not my thing. But we'll probably get there one of these days. Lieutenant Parker, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Give PM 6. Happy Monday. P3D Flyer, this is Toronto. Charlie Yankee Zulu. FSX Pilot 77, welcome aboard. Paul the Brit, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Louis Ringer, happy Monday. Trollolol. Hello again from Italy, he says. Oh, hello from Boston. Cody, welcome aboard, buddy. Mr. Coster Tim. Tim Coster, I think, is the name we're looking for there. Finally, some Catstrator Live, he says. Good to see you, man. Eccentrics1, welcome aboard. I missed anybody today? I don't see any of my mods. None of the mods are here. A little early for them, I think. For Mike Robio. Good to see you, buddy. Nick the Boss, welcome aboard. Joe Cool, it is Monday, man. I'm off today, though, as is most of the U.S. I'm seeing lots of spinniness on my preview screen there. But I think everything, no drop frames, everything's looking good, though. I'm assuming we're okay, and there's just something wrong with my crap there. Make sure this thing sounds good, though. I forgot to do the counts when this comes back up here. There we go. All right, let's give it a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That sounds good to me. Brave Nighthawk, welcome aboard. Josh, 5028, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. The Gaius Fox asks if I have a PPL. I do not have a PPL. That's all right, Parker. We got it covered, buddy. Captain Tony Stark, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. I Fly Sim 9 says 5x5. That's good to hear. Welcome aboard to you as well. Hey, we are sounding pretty good, aren't we? Just messing around with some levels here. I tweaked the sounds a little bit following the CRJ stream the other day. I wasn't happy with a lot of the levels that we were getting out of it. John Fly, good to see you, man. This is 1.05, and we're currently at Toronto. Charlie Yankee Zulu. First flight today is going to be Toronto down to Boston, and then Boston down to Newark. And then time pending, we may do another flight, but I think I'm going to break at that point, go grab lunch, and then if we come back, it might be a completely different game. Music's a little loud. All right, we can fix that. Music's going to go away here in a second anyway. I got too many knobs, too many buttons to play with here. I got to make sure my voice doesn't peak either. There we go. How about that? Right there. Yeah. It's all right. Once the music goes away, we'll be able to kind of adjust things a little better. Constantine, welcome aboard, buddy. So happy you're doing the right now. Very often too late for me. I know, man. I know it sucks for you guys in Europe, but it's like I still got a day job, so unfortunately we have to work around my my work schedule most days. I had the day off though, so I was hoping to pop on here a little, well, very early in this case. 11 o'clock is maybe the earliest that I've ever streamed. I learned to fly by watching lots of YouTube and Twitch videos and having people tell me everything that I do wrong. Lots of reading of Wikipedia. Go watch my go to my YouTube channel and watch the vlog I put together. I kind of talk about how we got into this hobby. All right, let's get rid of you. Who else we got in here? Frame Tuna, welcome aboard. Happy Monday. Chris Ulker, welcome aboard. Happy Monday to you as well. Oh my God, Gott Henriksen. I'm gonna go with that. Airbus versus Boeing. I don't have an opinion on either. I don't have an opinion on anything. Actually, I have an opinion on everything, but I don't share them with you guys. But yeah, dude, I'm stoked to have the day off. I've been super busy this whole weekend, so like today is just, oh, and the weather is so crappy outside, I can't be asked to do anything. Jacob Lilia. Jacob Lilia. That's what we're looking for there. It says 5 o'clock in Sweden. Nice, dude. Perfect timing then. We're going to miss a lot of our early birds. It's 11 or 8 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, so I don't think we're going to get a lot of the, or the West Coast, I should say. I don't think we get a lot of California folks here. Mr. FlightXPX I saw was up till like 5 in the morning, so I think he's probably still in bed. Although John Fly, it should be what, 9 o'clock over there in Utah? All right, there goes the music. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. It's good to see you guys. It's a holiday in the U.S., so we're here. We're flying. Got a couple of flights lined up for us. The first flight's going to have us flying Toronto down to Boston, and then after that, we're going to take Boston down to Newark, and kind of see where we go from there. So Boston right now is really quite crappy out. The current METAR for Boston is 350 at 3, 10-mile visibility, broken 400, so we're low IFR. And I'm looking forward to flying in there. Hopefully some of that will stick around. Testing a few new add-ons today. Got a few things running in the background. We'll kind of talk about those a little bit once we're in the air, and go from there. So you're looking at right. I guess before we get in the airplane, you're looking at a freeware version of the Toronto Pearson Airport, Charlie Yankee Zulu, and this is available, I believe, on explain.org is where I got this. And it looks like this is a conversion from an FS 2004 scenery, and kind of built from there. But if you guys follow me on Twitter, you probably saw the Southwest plane that was parked down here. I got to show you guys this. This is the most Canadian thing that you'll see all day. The scenery designer has even included a Tim Hortons in the airplane scenery. So yeah, grab our coffee. Let's hop in the plane. We're gonna be flying the IXEG 737 Classic today. I'm sure that everybody is so worn out of seeing this plane, but honestly, I really, really, really enjoy this thing. I really like flying this thing, and on my day off today, this is the plane that I wanted to fly. I kind of went back and forth on what to do, and this is where we settled. Give PM6 asked if I'm looking forward to Flight SimCon. I absolutely am, dude. I was talking to Jeff about that the other day, and a few other people, and it's like there's such a good turnout of folks that are heading down to Flight SimCon. I just absolutely cannot wait for the event, and I think we're going to see a lot of people there. I think it's going to be a real good time. I know a lot of streamers and whatnot are going, and I think a lot of people from the community and whatnot will be there too. It sounds like the place is going to be packed. But just last week it was announced that Pilot Edge is going to be there as a sponsor. And I know that both Keith and Peter are going to be present at the show, so I'm looking forward to hanging out with them. But yeah, I'm getting in Friday evening, or Friday afternoon, I should say. So Friday night, come down. If you guys are going, come look for us at the bar. We'll be down at the bar. I think Frugal's going to be there, myself, Jeff, and probably a bunch of other people as they show up. And bar at the airport hotel, I should say. I think it's the Sheraton that we're staying at. But stop by, say hi. It'd be a pretty good time. Otherwise, we'll be to all the events on Saturday and Sunday. So here we are, the IXEG 737 Classic. This thing has been flown a lot by a lot of people, and probably not a lot that really needs to be said about it now. There's a new patch that just came out. This is my first time flying with it. Hopefully we won't run into any problems. I usually try to fly these things before I actually take them up in the air. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to. I just got home late last night, and I pretty much fell asleep immediately. So here we are. Anyway, we start this thing. I like to start it in the turnaround state. I've gone ahead and I shut the APU off, though, because it's noisy, and it bothers me at the beginning of the stream. So we're on ground power currently, and we'll just go ahead and fire that APU up, bring it online, turn on our window heats. Now those are real quiet. There we go. Bring some of that sound up. So we get all our window heats on. Let's just do a quick check of the panel, make sure it's where we want it. The yaw damper is on. Obviously, we are iris aligned. Fuel pumps are all where they should be, at least for the time being. Galley power's on. The ground. We're currently on ground power. We'll bring it over to APU power once it comes online here. EGT's rising on that APU, so it is coming up. We'll bring those panel lights up a little bit. Excuse me. Emergency exit lights are armed. Fasten seatbelt, no smoking signs. We'll leave those where they are for the time being. No smoking come up later. There's APU 2. That means we can go ahead and say the ground power, you can go away. Ground services. Take the ground power. We'll also have them take the air cart too, because we got the APU bleeds on, which we'll come to in a second. Window heats are on. Pitot-static heats are off. All of the hydraulics are on. The rest of the panel's fine. We're not worried about that. On to panel number 5. Recirc fans are on auto. We'll go ahead and turn on the right pack. Listen for that to go ahead and fire itself up there. And we've got both engine bleeds and the APU bleed on. Pressurization panel is where it needs to be for the time being. That's our overhead panel. Need to make a 737-300 for FSX. I think Quality Wings is working on one, if I recall. Yeah, I think Frugal's the keynote speaker. Like, I think he's given the first speech of the day. He was talking about that in one of the Discord channels earlier. AKA Gorty, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Happy Monday. Best scenery IMO because of Timmy's and Pizza Hut. Yeah, there's a Pizza Hut, there's a McDonald's, and there's Burger King out there. And there's also a KFC I found. I was looking for the Tim Hortons. I found everything except the Tim Hortons, which I found last. That's how it goes, though. All right, so I went ahead and filed the flight plan. We used SimBrief. Whoops. Yep. We used SimBrief to put all this stuff together. So let's go and plug this into SkyVector. We'll take a look at the route, see what things look like here. And SkyVector's got us running a nice route down here over Buffalo, and we'll fly there to Albany. And once we're at Albany, we'll be on the Quaben arrival. Quaben 3 arrival is what we're taking here. I don't know why I didn't include that. Let's try punching that. Nope, don't want to include that. All right, well, from Ponct, we're going to go to Truiz, and then from Truiz, we're going to go to the Quaben 3 arrival. I see Boston did just go red. So conditions in Boston right now, 0403, 3-mile visibility, rain, mist, overcast 600, 14 Celsius, temperature 3001, and that's at 30. Let's see here. It's at 1454 Zulu, and it's saying, is that how you read that? Yeah, 30th at 1454 Zulu. I always have to think about these METARs and how they work. At 1600 Zulu, we're forecast 1703 mile visibility mist. I think VC, I'm guessing variable cloud cover, but I actually don't know what VCSH means. And then at 1800 Zulu, 6 mile visibility broken 1000. So the weather conditions are clearing, and by the time we get out there, it's probably going to be much better conditions than what we're seeing right now. But with any luck, we'll get ourselves a nice little ILS approach that we get to do. Checking on the VAT sims, because that's what we're flying today. Currently, let's see, are they still online? Currently, we're out here at Toronto. Boston's online right now, Boston Center and Boston Approach. Boston Center's been on for a couple of hours, so hopefully he'll stick around for us to get out there. And then when we head down to New York City, they've got some controllers that are online too, if we have any luck. So that's that. Let's get this sucker pre-flighted. Let's see. SimBrief. Oh, SimBrief, doing all my work for me. SimBrief tells me I'm going to want 18,000 pounds of fuel, so we'll load that up. Weight and fuel. Whoops, can't do it that way. That's right. Got to use the load manager. Ground services. 18,000 pounds of fuel. And we want to have a gross weight, or zero fuel weight, I should say, of 100.9. So zero fuel weight of 100.9. I'll be a little on the heavy side. Should be okay, though. 0.9. I'll leave the center of gravity at 20. Popping into departure and arrival. Whoop, not that. I always get this part wrong. I always want to click departing and arriving, but I actually got to click route to start plugging this stuff in. So we're at CYYZ, CYYZ. And we're heading over to Boston, KBOS, KBOS, not KOS, KBOS. That's good there. We'll go to the route page, plug the route in here. So we are going to the BMPAH. Let's actually pull this up on SimBrief, because I know that's right. BMPAH will be our first waypoint. BMPAH. That's going to be a direct. Following that, we're going to go to Avon, A-E-V-O-N, A-E-V-O-N. Pop you down there. After that, we're going to go to Hank with 2 Ks. Hank. I like saying that for some reason. Hank. Q935 for the airway. Q935. And then Q935, we take that to Ponct. P-O-N-C-T. P-O-N-C-T. After that, it's going to be the TruiZ intersection. T-R-U-I-Z. Activate that sucker. Head over to departure and arrival. Departing from CYYZ on runway. I think we plan for runway 23. Yep, runway 23. Pick that. 23. And we're going to be on the Kepta 1 departure. Kepta 1, right there. And we're going to the BMPAH intersection. Bumpa. Bumpa. What is bumpa? Is that Canadian for something? BMPAH. Somebody find the definition of BMPAH and tell me what it is in cruise, please. We'll exec that. Coming into Boston, we're going to plan for the Quaben 3 arrival from the CYYZ intersection. And we're going to plan for the ILS 4 right approach. And we'll plan from, we'll plan just base. No, we don't need to go from winning. So we got that. Head over to the legs page. Vectors, that's good. We can leave that. Dope, 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 dope. No discontinuities, no discontinuities. We got vectors here as well. So that's good. Let's check on, now, one of the things that we know is that some of these flight plans are loading improperly. The SIDS and stars and the restrictions and whatnot. So we're going to take a look at the Quaben 3 arrival and fix any possible any possible issues with the flight plan. So heading over to Boston, we're going to go down to the Quaben 3 queue. Okay. Well, that's not what I want. Why doesn't it have the Quaben arrival? Seriously? Navigraph, you're letting me down, man. You are letting me down. Where's my damn arrival at? Jimmy Fun, Ocean. That's not what I want. J Fun. We don't want J Fun. We want Quaben. Quaben 3. Hello, Hawkfish. Good to see you, man. Average Gamer, welcome aboard. Azure TE, welcome aboard. F-18 Hornet, good to see you as well. Happy Landings 23, welcome aboard. Happy Monday. Matt Slaterton, P-Bask in the house. iFlySim, good to see you, man. Shower in the vicinity. Ah, I gotcha. All right, thanks, iFlySim. So, my charts here don't have the arrival that we need, so that's rather inconvenient. In fact, that's extremely inconvenient. All right, we'll pop over here, and we will say we want the... Oh, you know what? Does this arrival not exist anymore? I bet this arrival doesn't exist anymore. I think they might have gotten rid of it, and I'm on the wrong. I think I'm on the wrong version for my nav data. So let's. Well, that's awkward. Hang on a second. Stand by. We have problems, and we haven't even programmed the FMC. Oh dear. Let's just go look at what somebody else did. JFund. JFund is what they're using. Okay. So we need to go refile. God damn it. Alright. Kepta, Bumpa, AV, Hank, Q935, Punked. Get rid of you. We gotta disconnect from VATSIM real quick. Because we need to be on the JFund 1 arrival. Oh dear, I hope I have that in. Okay, well, we're going to worry about that here in a second. We may have to do an emergency update of my nav data, because I just realized that everything updated, and I'm totally on... Okay, that's good, that's good. Let's put the password in. Refile that sucker. Pop you in right there. And file that flight plan. That's filed. We'll reconnect to VATSIM. Departing and arriving. Arriving KBOS. Please have... Oh, it's not there at all. No. No. Oh, man. Okay, so here's what's happened. I don't have the right arrival. And I apparently don't have it in my nav data at all. I thought I had the JFund arrival in here. Okay. Quaben 3. GD. Nope. Nope. Okay. Well. Yeah, that happened. So let's fix that. And cross our fingers and hope that the damn thing actually works. All right, IXEG 737 Classic. That's the only one that I want to update right now. Update that. It's all part of simming. This is the crap that happens. Jono's Borno, good to see you, man. Danny SB, welcome aboard. Am I planning on flying the Q400 again? Yeah, one of these days. Yeah, we'll definitely get in there again one of these days. I like the Q400. It's not a bad plane, but I've just been more interested in flying other stuff lately. Can't you just tell ATC you need to fly X arrival? I could, except the Quaben 3 is no longer a valid arrival. So what they appear to have done is they consolidated the arrivals down such that that arrival doesn't even exist. So if I want to fly current and fly kind of by the book, then we can't fly the Quaben 3 arrival. I could have asked for the Gardner arrival or one of the other ones, but honestly, like this is going to fix our problem. The only thing that's going to require is me to go through and do some rework on the plane here, but I can get that all quick enough. While we're at it, I should also update SimBrief. And we'll update SimBrief later. Not worried about that. Okay, so that's installing. Once that's done, we'll reload the plane, and that should give us the new data. All right, that's in. Pop you down there. Let's do the thing that I really don't want to have to do, but I'm gonna have to. Reboot. All right, so quick. Oh, crap! I didn't mean to do that. All right, quick check of the overhead panel again. Those are all good. Those are fine. Those are fantastic. We want the panel lights up. We want you, 2, 3, 4. We want all you where they're at. We want all you. Bring that pack on. And the overhead panel's in good shape. Come on back down here. Ground services. And we want to have 18,000 pounds of fuel. Refuel to 18,000 right there. And 108 or 100.9 on the gross weight. That's fine. Departing and arriving. Oh, nope. I did it again. CYYZ to KBOS. And then the route page. We're going to be Bumpa. And then we're going to go to Avon. AEVON. And then we're going to go to Hank, HANKK. And then we're going to go Q935. All the way out to Punkt. And that's it. Activate that. Departing and arriving. Departing, CYYZ on runway 23. And the kept one departure to the Bumpa transition. Exec that. Departing and arriving. Arriving KBOS. Hey, there it is. On the Jimmy Fun 1 arrival from Punkt. Heading down to the ILS runway 04 right. And no transition necessary there. Back to the legs page. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Everything looks great there. All right, now what we were going to check originally, we're going to check now. Let's bring you over here. We're going to go to our routes. Going to go to Boston. We're going to go to the J Fund 1 arrival. And what we're looking for... well, this is interesting. Oh, that's for 115, right. So what we're looking for here are these between waypoints, and these are the ones that have been programming incorrectly. So we're just gonna run down all the restrictions that we need to meet. So Monster at flight level 240 or above, Sleet at 210 or above, Double above 17,000, Bases above 14,000. No restriction at Jimmy Fun. Autumn is, so here's the problem. So this is now saying Autumn at 12,000 or above. Autumn is actually between 11 and 12,000. So we're just going to say at 12,000. Check that. And then after that comes Winter. Winter is between 10 and 8,000. So we're going to say 9,000 on that. I think this is just a problem with the nav data. I don't think this is an issue with the plane, because I saw this with the CRJ the other day too. And then everything else is okay. Yeah, everything else is fine. So we just need to check that nav data, do a little sanity check on it before we actually do anything. Hop over to the inner ref page now. We're going to put the gross weight in here, 112.9er, 2.9er. And we are a center of gravity of 20%. Like so. Fuel is going to be 12,000. Oops, no, 18,000. 18.0. And we have reserves of 7.0. SimBrief is telling me the cost index we fly today will be 6. And we'll be at a cruising altitude of 33,000 feet. 330. Cruise winds. Cruise winds are going to be 228 at 53/53. And an ISA deviation of positive 8. Positive 8. In one limit. Sorry about that. Flex for 45 degrees on the takeoff. Put you right there. So we'll do a D rate. Exact that. And on the takeoff page, flaps 5, takeoff 1, 2, 3. And center of gravity is actually 20%. So that's going to leave us trim of 3.6. V1 is 134, V rotate 136, and V2 of 145. So that's our FMC. We will go ahead and set the trims. Trim needs to be 3.6 for this takeoff. Trim is currently about 4.0. So move that up to 3.6 right there. We'll move up to the glare shield. The speed that we want to set is, I like to use V2 plus 20. So we're going to go V2 plus 20, 165. Your mileage may vary. And we're taking off runway 23, so if I pull that chart up... Nope, not that one. That's not the chart. Just close that window. I don't need that anymore. Pull that chart up right there. And departing on the Kepta 1 departure. And we'll zoom in on that. That would be upside down. Let's try that again. All right, departing on runway 23, that's going to be a heading of 245. 245. 245. We'll plan for an initial altitude. What does the chart say for the altitude? So pull this over here. Kepta 1. And the altitude we climb to is 5,000 feet. So the initial climb right here is 5,000. That's what we're going to go for. 5,000. And we're going to change that. We don't have any ATC on, so there really is no reason for us to do that. But it makes me feel good. We'll kick on the flight director, click on that flight director, pick heading select mode, and that will be good. Level change mode. 165. Good there, good there, good there. That's the glare shield. That's good for me. Pop on down to the center console here. Make sure we're squawking 2,000. And we'll go ahead and put Charlie on right now. 2,000. And set. Alright, so glare shield set. The FMC is set. Center console set. We've got fuel. We got passengers. We'll go ahead and crank this guy on. Sit down. Get ready to go here. Turn our hydraulics off briefly. I was told that you should turn your hydraulics off during pushback or you risk killing the pushback people. So that's what we're going to do. We'll go ahead and call the pushback truck up here. Ground services. Oh, what happened to my fuel? My fuel's supposed to be at 18,000. 18,000 right there. Okay. And ground services one more time. Call that pushback truck. We're going to go nose to the... I'm going to go nose to the right. And we'll go ahead and release parking brakes. Back over the overhead panel. Turn the right pack off. Verify that we have pressurization, which we do. We'll crank on the logo light, position light, and the anti-collision lights. 1, 2, 3. Ignition's going to go to the, I don't know, it's an even day, so let's say right side. Actually, evens are left, right? I don't know. Even will go to the left side. And we'll start engine number 1, or number 2. We got rotation on in 2. Waiting for the N2 value to get to about 25% or so. And then we'll go ahead and give it fuel. It's 21, 22, 23, 24, close enough. Adding the fuel, EGT is coming up, N1's coming up, fuel flow is coming up. We also see our oil pressure doing things. We see our oil temp, well, Kind of doing things. Let's go wait for engine number 2 to stabilize there. Oh, I need to press realistic or instant, don't I? Haha! I forgot to actually refuel the plane, didn't I? My bad. I'm a little fuzzy today. It was one of those weekends. All right, we'll go ahead and hit the parking brake, stop that guy. All right, so we need to go 18,000 and then hit instant. There we go. All right, now we got gas. I can't believe I missed that. That's the first time anything like that has happened. Anyway, we got one good engine. Let's make it 2. Starting engine number 1. %, 19%. Let's just kick this one a little early. There we go. Jamie Sondor asks, what am I using for scenery here? We're running a freeware scenery from the org. I think it's an FSX or FS 2004 convert or something. Heavily modified, it looks like. All right, we got 2 good engines. Pop deck, the overhead panel. We didn't set pressurization, did we? Put that at 33,000. Like so. Hit the flight button. Pitot heat, static heat, come on. Those are fantastic. 1, 2 on the gens. Those are good. And we'll bring our hydraulics back on. Left pack, right pack. AP oblique come off. Isolation valve stays to auto. It's good there. Taxi light comes on. Let us check the weather. Toronto, Pearson, weather is winds 27011, gust 16, 22. 20V290. I have no idea what that means. Altimeter's 29901. Yeah, great. All right, altimeter 299. That's the number we actually care about. I mean, we care about the rest of the numbers. Somebody cares about the rest of the numbers. I care about what the altimeter is. Read on the flaps. We'll do a quick flight control check here. Flaps to the right look good. Flaps to the left look good. Full left aileron. Right aileron. And back on the stick. Forward on the stick. Fantastic. Set our map mode and U. And let's get out of here. Good to see his emergency. Whatever. It's off by 1. Doesn't matter. 1 degree on the heading is not going to mean a damn thing. And emergency procedures, somebody else can do those. That's not my shtick. One of these days, perhaps, but not right now. Mr. McBride, it's good to see you, though. Wasn't the valve in the open position? Nah, dude, it's in the auto position. It looks like it's open, but it's in the middle. And it's good to see you. What do we got here? Captain Collateral, welcome aboard. Dev Joe, welcome aboard. Max M, good to see you. Happy Monday. Skip Jack, hello to you as well, buddy. Welcome aboard. Bacon Bomb, welcome aboard as well. How are we getting out there? Probably should have looked at the charts before I even started moving, but hey, that's how we roll. AGC. Whoops. Haha. We're going to head out to Alpha. Is this Alpha? No, Alpha's going to be the first one. Yeah, we'll take a ride on Alpha. And we'll crank that around to Hotel. And then Quebec. Seems appropriate that we're taking off out of Canada on Quebec. Check left. Check right. Looks fantastic. And kick those turn-off lights on. Continuous ignition while we're taxiing out here. Oops. Right there. And everything else looks fantastic. Auto brakes can be set. We good. X Squawk Books. Show who's online. Boston and New York are both online. Hopefully they'll stick around for a bit. Makes things a little more interesting when we got some ATC out here. Go to 122.8. 122.8. All right. Miles, good to see you, man. So far, two legs. We'll see how we do after 2. I got to eat lunch at some point today. And I'm going to play some other games later this afternoon. Hammy in, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we're heading out to Boston, then down to Newark. Those are the first 2 legs we got planned. D5 Clandy, good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. Welcome aboard. And check left there. Taxiing's not very smooth. It happens. All right. Southwest taxi speed, goddamn right, even though we're in a United plane. That guy. And this would be hotel. We'll go ahead and pop over here on Quebec, give ourselves full length. Just popping down here. We'll do landing lights can come on. All the lights are on there. Strobe light can come on. APU can come off. Overhead panel's good. Lights are good. Camera's good. And flaps are set. Auto brakes are set. We're good to go. Last quick check here. Right's clear-ish. Enough. The left is clear. I'm going to do one more check here. That's an X-plane check. Yeah, that's what I thought. Put ourselves on real-world weather. We'll force an injection. Squawk Box has been overriding my weather settings. It's kind of annoying. Runway 23 is identified. On departure, fly heading 245. And go from there. Actually, we can just go straight to LNAV. Oh, we can't. Okay. 45, heading select level change. No. I didn't tell you to go yet. That's premature. Alright. Autothrottle set. Good. Okay. Let's get out of here. Engine stable. Power set. Airspeed's alive. Instruments in the green. 80 knots. There's V1 and rotate. Positive rate. Here. Bumpy on this departure. Alright, we'll go ahead and crank on the autopilot now. Just because I'm lazy. Put ourselves in heading mode. Go ahead and do runway turn-off lights can come off, taxi lights can come off, leave everything else on for the time being. I'm going to accelerate up to 200 knots. Climb at 200 knots here for a little bit before we make a turn. Set our altitude. We're going to go 33,000 feet. We'll just set that right now. 33,000 feet. If we were to do an alpha takeoff, we'd say gears up and off. Auto brakes can come off. Flaps will come up on schedule. Actually, we'll just bring them up right now. Engines climb. Lights are set. Happy with that. We're just going to climb out here for a little bit before we bang ourselves a U-turn over to the first intersection on the SID. The Kepta 1 departure. Keeping score. Sever. I don't know how to say that. All right, make our left turn over direct to Sever. Pretend that we've got ATC. Sim's cranking itself a little bit there. Turn off those outboard legs. Just got the inboards on now. A little bit of visible moisture, but it's 21 Celsius outside, so I'm not at all worried about that. Just want to be able to see where I'm going here. We'll get ourselves pointed towards Sabre, and then we'll put ourselves direct to. Oh yeah. Look at that. Maybe that's not quite so impressive. Sevu. Roll out right there. Hop on down here. Go to the legs page. Click on Sabre. Pop you up there. Give it a second. Give it a second. Hit exec. Eventually hit exec. My least favorite bug in this plane. Put ourselves into LNAV mode. We'll accelerate to 250 knots. In vertical speed mode at 1,000 feet per minute. So we'll just keep on climbing. Do a nice, easy, lazy little acceleration here to 250. JBS 319, good to see you, man. Dark Swift PX, welcome aboard. You put the gear in the off position because I think the hydraulic pumps are running to put the, to move the gear up. So when you put it in the off position, I think it locks that and turns off the pumps. But Chevy Rules or somebody might have a better idea of that than me. It's gusty right now, man. Look at that altitude, or look at the speed change. So we approach 250 knots. We're gonna hit the level change button right here. Like so. That's going to put us into a climb at 250. So the nose will come up, vertical speed will start to rise. That's what we want to see happen. I did check to see what the transition was. I think transition altitude in Canada is 18,000. Yeah, it is. Okay. This is, I think, the first time Canada has been featured on the stream. So, yay for that. Check out this United paint, though. This is made by a guy, Cessna Rocks Liveries, I believe. I know he's active on Reddit. And I saw it on Xpilot. Pretty cool looking livery. There's some real dogs out there. Like, I looked through a bunch of liveries. I had some in mind that I wanted to use, and I just never, some of them were not very good at all. But this one looked all right. I like the new Continental design. I know that it's, it's not realistic for this particular type of plane, but hey, we're simmers. Meant to be fake. Nose that sucker down, go to 290 knots now for the climb. We'll make sure that's actually where we want to go. Hit the climb button here. 290 for the climb. It's good there. We'll go to vertical speed. Set a vertical speed of, I don't know, 700. Climb, accelerate. We're crossing 10,000 feet, so we can turn the lights off. We can bring the ignition off now. Check the overhead panel, make sure we're pressurizing, which we are. Everything else is green, or off, I should say. Doing well. Bye-bye, Toronto. 'Twas fun. That's a really cool looking scenery, by the way. All free. Completely free. Oh, there we go, acceleration. Whoops. And now we'll put it in VNAV mode. VNAV will carry us all the way up to 330. Crossing Second. Second was max 310 knots, but we're not even going to come close to going that fast. Turn ourselves over Lake Ontario here. Oh yeah, that's a cool departure. That was neat. I'll have to fly up there more often, I think. Bad Am3 Code, good to see you, buddy. Doing a 3-hour flight on my PMDG 737 NGX, watching the stream at the same time. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate you tuning in. JBS 319, we took off out of Toronto, Charlie Yankee Zulu, and we're heading down to Boston, KBOS. Boston's weather is less than ideal. Well, it's getting better outside. It stopped. Well, no, it's still spritzing. It stopped raining heavily, and I think the fog and the sort of low clouds are going away. Pedro Down, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Tech Claw, good to see you, man. I'm doing quite well. Got my coffee in me, got my breakfast in me. Now we're getting some flights in me. Max Am, I would post. There's a big. You want to look for the task saturated penguin scenery pack on the Pilot Edge forums. I think I put a link to it in my North American scenery video. And if it's not there, let me know, and I'll bug the people who put it together. But there's been a few iterations of that, and now it's included in a large number of sceneries that sort of enhance a bunch of untowered airports around PE. So that's what you're looking for. NSA Don, it's good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Oh, the file isn't there anymore. Then somebody should make a post and see if we can get it back out there, because Chris might have moved it or need to get it. Somebody should get it up on the org, I think. Biker Dudes, KID to KBOS. Nice, man. Well, maybe we'll see him when we get to Boston. T-Spokes, welcome aboard. Good to see you. I should put IXEG 737 into a file when installing. Dude, if you need help with that thing, I would go to xpilot.com. Ask them for help. Flap, welcome aboard, Flap. Happy Monday. Did I link it? There's a link to the 46CA scenery in my North American scenery video. I don't have the link handy, though. Yeah, it's not on the org. Somebody should get it on the org, though. That's what I'm saying. Airplane Man 321, good to see you, man. We've been live for about an hour now. We've been flying for just a few minutes, really. I had a little bit of a false start there because of some issues. Resolved said issues, got ourselves up in the air. Now we're on our way to Boston. 19,000 feet, 290 knots, going up to 33,000 feet. Waiting for Boston Center to give us a contact me. It should be. We're gonna cross Buffalo and all that good stuff first. We'll be getting there. Hopefully Boston Center doesn't disappear on us. It'd be nice to see him stick around all day. Ramit 79er. I'm not sure what that name means, but that's kind of cool. First stream with you. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Alex Ruse asks if Mr. X's KBOS has come out yet. It has not. The last thing I saw in the forums is that he was targeting June 3rd to release that scenery. So I'm looking forward to getting that one. I'm flying to Boston because it's my hometown airport. Well, it's the airport. It's the major airport closest to where I live. We'll put it that way. And the weather's kind of poopy out there, so that's what we're going for today. Busted Minimum asked what I think of the XLife add-on. Think it'll actually be any decent offline ATC add-ons. I have the full version of XLife, and I haven't really done much with it because it only does stuff really in Europe. Like there's not a lot of a lot of the US airports I fly to are just not covered. So when they get some expansion on that, I think it'll be kind of a neat add-on. As far as using it for a replacement ATC, I honestly don't know. I haven't even tried to do that part yet. But I don't really follow offline ETC, to be honest. I don't do anything with it. I don't mess around with it. So like I can't speak to it at all, unfortunately. Polytoximaniac, good to see you, man. Europe friendly streaming time today, absolutely. I got up and off we went. Footy Madman, good to see you, man. Happy Monday. Brandon asks, should I jump back on BATSIM? It's up to you, buddy. Apache X2, we did start today. Yep. It's a holiday here in the US today, so my goal was to hop on and start streaming a little early, and Basically catch some of the European folks before they go off and do whatever they do. Rail 349 says, do you think the IXEG is better than the X737 project? I mean, it's hard to compare the two. You know, the IXEG guys are making money off this thing. They've been working on it for a while. X737 is sort of a passion project done on the side. I think that the IXEG is better, but it's also a payware product. I would expect it to be better. Like X737 is better than some payware on the market, that's for sure. But you know, it's got some of the rough edges and some of the things where you look at it and like, oh yeah, that's probably a free add-on. And I say, Donis asked if I messed around with the TU-154. I haven't, man. I have to work on my Russian. I know Sorcerer Dave has flown that thing around. I think a couple other streamers have gone up there in it. Maybe Chevy as well. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to. I haven't flown it. I don't own it. I'm not sure I'm going to pick it up. I don't know if it's the kind of plane that I'm really looking to fly. But you know, we'll see. We got the DC-6 coming out this week, and that's going to keep me pretty busy for the next few weeks, I think. And then I got a wedding I'm going to this weekend. I got Flight SimCon the weekend after that. I'm helping somebody move the weekend after that. And then we're coming up on, you know, drum course season here in New England, and then my vacation. So like I'm kind of already booked out through the end of July. So I don't know if I have a lot of time to add a bunch of new planes, especially considering that DC-6 is going to take a lot of my time. Timber Yee! Hello from Euroland. Hello from Boston. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Bellins is watching me. Well, that's good. Hello, Bellins. I don't think he said anything, so that's kind of a creeper thing to do. But Nabija, good to see you, man. Widow Mark, welcome. Or Windor Mark, welcome aboard. Humidor Casa, welcome aboard. Have they fixed the Rotate MD-80, or is it still a mess? I think it's a lot better. They put out a major content patch earlier this year. It was like March or something, or February or March when that thing came out. And I really, really, really enjoyed the plane. It's got some rough edges still. It's got a couple, you know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell whether it's a McDonnell Douglas being a shitty product or whether it's Rotate not doing a very good job with it. Like I still think it's a fantastic sim. I do enjoy flying it, and we'll probably bust that out here in the next couple of weeks. Do a nice little airliner flight in it. I've been pretty enamored by the 737, so yeah. This has been the plane that's taken most of my time over the last few weeks. Been flying FS version for years, teaching Chevy to fly it. Also helped Dave with it when you know. Okay, dude. Thanks, to say Donis. that plane looks terrifying, to be honest. KBOS center now and says he's closing soon. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. Well, I think Approach is still online, so maybe he'll stick around. Otherwise, whatever. We'll just chat us. We'll be the cool kids today. Lance 742 asks, "This is my favorite airplane." It's one of the better ones. Like I honestly, my favorite planes. I do still like the A320 by Jar Design. I like this plane. I like the MD-80 by Rotate. I like the 767 by Flight Factor. Like those are probably the cluster of planes that I'm going to find myself flying the most. I actually almost flew the 767 today, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like it changed things up. Well, maybe not change things up because we've flown this plane a lot. I Fly Sim, I absolutely am a DCI fan, man. Here, I'll show you a picture. I shared this on my Twitter last year. But stand by. Where's it at? Winemaking, that's Portugal. This would have to be Portugal. It's after Portugal, but before winemaking. Where's the damn picture? Oh, there it is. So here, I'll show you this picture. This is where I was at last year for the finals. It was awesome, dude. It was fucking awesome. It was a fantastic time, and I'm gonna fly out to India again this year to see him too, and very much looking forward to that. But yeah, there's a couple of shows that we're going to here in Boston, and then just watching them online, man. I watch as many of the shows online as I can, and super stoked to go back out for finals too. Once you get to know her, she's cute and cuddly. That's good to know, man. KEWR, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Did a flight of VATS in the 767 stalled with a guy under me. Oh, that's too bad, dude. I like a lot of them, dude. I fly sim. I like a bunch of different courses. I don't really have a favorite. Year to year, it changes depending on shows and repertoires and sort of things like that. Am I planning a flight in the Pilatus PC-12 from Coronado? Probably not anytime soon. I've flown that a fairly good amount lately, and I'm kind of over that plane. But we may see something come up a little later. But yeah, I mean, it's a decent plane. It's one of the better ones Coronado's done, but it's extremely hard on the frames. I'm honestly not a huge fan of the sound set, and just in general, I think there's better planes. I'd rather fly the Epic E1000, which is high on my list and is supposed to be getting flown a lot. But there's always something else that comes up. 1,000 to go. Everybody asks about SkyMax. Yeah, I don't use SkyMax. I don't think it's necessary. I don't particularly like the way I don't necessarily like the way the clouds look. I don't necessarily like the performance hit that you get from it. And I'm happy with the way my clouds look and the way my sim is set up. So I know that a lot of people use SkyMax. A lot of people are super happy with it, but I just have never been happy with the product. And we've got some new add-ons running in the background. I found this add-on, or I should say, Dr. Nerd Rage found this add-on and linked it in one of the I think Dirkus Discord. And it's a Fly with Lewis script that automatically adjusts your level of detail to hit a target frame rate. So like right now I have it set for 35 frames per second. And what it'll do is as we're flying, it'll adjust cloud levels and autogen levels to try to nail 35 frames per second. So with any luck, it should help with some of the up and down smoothness that we have coming into some of these more dense areas and some of the cloud cover and things like that. So I'm actually kind of excited to fly into Boston today and get a chance to test this thing. And okay, we're still on real weather. Good. Making sure we're still on the real world weather because that's been flaky. We're up at Cruzo. We can go seatbelt signs off. Welcome to Cruise, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we sit for a while. MD80 is hard on the frames. There's a 2K texture pack for the MD80 that you can download. You can find it on the org's forums, and that will help with performance fairly significantly. It's a good pack, and it helps to bring the VRAM usage way down and makes the thing run a lot better. But yeah, it definitely is tough on the frames, especially if you're on in a low VRAM situation on your graphics card. The add-on is called, what is this thing called? Fly with Lua. Hang on. Let me dig this thing up. It's called 3J FPS Control. It's on explain.org. Here's the name of it. 3J FPS Control 1.23. And I'll try to put a link to it in the video description. But it seems to work fairly well. This is my first real flight messing with it, but I did test it in a few metro areas using a bunch of different planes. Like I tested it in LA, I tested it in New York, I tested it with the PC-12, I tested it with the 737, I tested it with a whole slew of different planes, and every one of them seemed to run fairly well. So I'm quite content with what it's doing, and I'm interested in some of these real world situations, seeing how they sort of pan out. I know it's on 0 minutes, but but for whatever reason, Squawk Box still overwrites my weather settings occasionally. It's not supposed to be on. Mr. Peter Gray, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Yeah, dude, the IXEG did a really good job of frame optimizations in this thing. Like, it looks real damn good, and they've managed to make it extremely easy on the frames. Not really sure what kind of trickery they're doing. I think they're just using some lower res textures and probably a lower poly model. I imagine some of the same tricks that Jack does in his planes, because FlyJSim's planes also are fairly easy on the frames. How are we looking here? 255 knots, 33,000 feet. Over to the cruise page. We got 109 miles till we reach 189 miles till we reach our top of descent. So about 20-30 minutes or so. Vex Zon, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. FSC Tony B, happy Friday or Monday. Happy Monday. It's not Friday, it's Monday. Rudyism, welcome aboard. UAL 4777, good to see you, man. Boston Approach is going offline too. Well, bummer. I guess that's what happens when we fly on VATSIM. No ATC. Yes, Captain Tony Stark. We don't need the caps though, but yes, the FPS is pretty good. What was the add-on for the MD-80 to improve frames? You're looking for the 2K texture pack. You can find them in the Rotates forums at xplane.org. You'll find a link to them. Actually, I think you might be able to also download them from your xplane.org purchase, like from the purchase screen. I think there's an option to download the 2K texture pack, but I don't recall. But what it does is it takes all those 4K textures, it downscales them down to 2K, so it takes up far less video RAM usage. So Boston's going offline. Boston Approach is going offline. That is what I get for being a trader. I know. Well, Peter, yeah, I wanted to fly on the East Coast. Supercrafter, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Carva, happy Monday, Carva. UAL 477 asks, where are we flying from? We left Toronto Pearson. Charlie Yankee Zulu, and we're heading out to Boston. Boston's weather is kind of poopy, so we're hoping for a nice low-vis approach. It's back to being low IFR. Current weather conditions 140 at 6, 1 3/4 mile visibility. RVR 4500. Broken 400. Yeah, it's good. It's good. 140 at 6. Not changing runways again, are we? Still planning for ILS-3 or ILS-04, right? Let's see what we got here. What's flight radar tell us? Oh yeah, they still coming in 4 right. Coming in 4 right, and they're taking off of, I don't even know what runway that is. They're taking off to the east. West Patriot, good to see you, man. It's lonely and piloted, he says. Yeah, I might head out there later. I had the bug where sometimes you can't turn off the engine speed of the gate. I think that's something related to running in replay mode. Like if you put the plane in replay mode and you take it out of replay mode, the engines go apeshit. Somebody properly used the term low IFR. Everything I know I learned from you guys. Miles, the second leg is going to be Boston down to Newark. Kilo Echo Whiskey Romeo. Can I head to BWI from Boston? Not today. Today we're going down to Newark. I actually flew down to Baltimore offline a couple days ago from Buffalo. It's kind of a little flight. What do I think about home cockpits? I think people have a lot of time on their hands, and I'm kind of jealous. I don't have the time, nor do I have the space to put a home cockpit up. And honestly, I don't know that I'd want to, because I think having a home cockpit like that can kind of limit the planes that you fly. Like you're kind of stuck with whatever you've set your thing up for. Max Salmon, we learned from you. All right, dude. Good to see. Good to hear, man. Fireblade 103, welcome aboard. Firefighter Kyle John, welcome aboard. Happy Monday, guys. Got to show up the sweet New York XP scenery. That's right, Ben. Good to see you, Ben. I haven't talked to you in a while, man. We should catch up one of these days. Cockaroo 85. Watch your guide on YouTube. Awesome, helpful. What do I recommend to learn next? More about the game. Picked it up. Thank you. Oh, hey, Boston Center just sent me a contact me. 134.7. So maybe it's just approach that's going offline. We'll come back to that question here in just a second. Let's get this up and running though. 34.7. Let's crank that volume knob up. Oh, they're gonna be super quiet. All right, what are we? Let's get my pen and paper out here. We're United 717. We're flying to Boston. We're at 33,000 feet. Oop. UAL 717 to Boston. Boston Center, United 717, flight level 330.
United 717 Boston Center, good morning, squawk 4716.
Good morning, squawk 4716, Boston 717. Or, correction, United 717. Boston 717, there we go. It happened. 4716. 4716. And we'll give him an ident.
And United 717, radar contact 50 miles west the Utica KEWR, flight level 330. Welcome aboard, clear direct JSON.
Clear direct, say again for United 717?
United 717, clear direct J-Fund.
Direct J-Fund, United 717. Okay then. It's a shortcut. Shortcuts for everybody.
Spencer, Redwood 310, rear X.
Wow, that's a big shortcut too.
Redwood 310, runway 9er, tech.
J-Fund.
Via Echo, Bravo, Kilo, Mike, cross runway
that.
Echo, Bravo, Kilo, cross runway.
That takes away a lot of the shit that we have to care about too.
Runway 9er, Redwood 310.
The weather, make sure that's still working.
United
641, taxi back to the gate.
Okay. Turn them down just a little
United
bit.
641, join runway 33 right, cross runway 4 left, left on November.
Okay, join 33 right.
Okay, so Cockaroo asks
left and
what you should do next. It depends on what you want to get out of your sim. If you want to fly more realistic, then you want to look into something like Pilot Edge, I think.
Press 4 left here.
If you want to learn how to fly bigger airliners, then try to fly bigger airliners and try to mimic and do things. Like, it depends on what you want to get out of your sim. If you clarify a little bit, we might be able to help you out some more. It's Ty, 473, good to see you, man. Liked your vlog on YouTube. Interesting how each of us got in a hobby from a different place and approach, different angle. Yeah, it is cool, man. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to share the story. Everybody has sort of their own way of getting here, but we've all sort of arrived at the same point in a lot of ways. I know the way that I do my simming is a little different from the way that everybody else does their simming. And sorry about that. Some of the goals that I have are very different from everybody else, but for the most part, we're out here doing largely the same thing. Joe Cool 169 asks how I'm getting the sound from my PC to my mixer. I have 3 sound cards. One sound card is for basically all the main audio. United 641, thanks, man. The second audio card is for ATC sounds, so what you're hearing right now. And the third audio card is used for Discord and Skype and TeamSpeak and sort of all that stuff. In addition to that, I have a PreSonus Audio Box 22 VSL, and I have the main out from that piping itself back into one of the inputs on my mixer. So my mixer has, and I can't move my webcam right now because everything's sort of locked in place, but my mixer's got basically 4 major inputs. And with that, then we can kind of twiddle the knobs and fiddle the bits and whatnot and sort of get the sound that you're hearing right now. So what you're hearing is actually what I'm also hearing at the moment. So I hear myself coming back through the mixer, I hear my own voice, and I've moved away from using the OBS mic stuff. So like I can hear everything that's going out the gate. But that's kind of how we're doing that. I'm gonna do a bigger video and sort of some write-ups on how all that stuff works.
Boston Center,
Because I think that it could be interesting for some people, and I think that some streamers could find it to be useful. I've spent a lot of time sort of thinking and worrying about audio, and it's one of those things. I think audio is the single most important thing you can have on your stream. Definitely more so than even a nice crisp video, because people in a lot of cases, especially with our hobby, that people tend to put the stream on in the background as they're doing other things. Like, I doubt there's a lot of you guys that are actually watching the screen right now. But you're listening, and the things you're going to notice are, can I hear Ty over everything else that's going on? Or like, do I have this nice droning sound from the plane in the background to sort of, wash out some of the noise and whatever else. So that's kind of what we're after.
69 contact New York Center 125.32 so long.
Average gamer, everybody looks stupid their first time. Everybody makes mistakes. Shit happens. The best advice I can give is just to get out there, do it, learn from your mistakes, and don't do it again. Or don't do them again, I should say.
November current altimeter
Yeah, no problem, Joe.
Visibility 1 3/4 miles. And
John DeBray, good to see you, man. Bought the E175, hard on my VRAM, 2K texture pack for it. I'm not actually sure about that. You might have some luck asking on the X-Plane forums for that particular plane. You can always downscale them yourself. I think you can do it. You can do it in Photoshop for sure. Excuse me. You can also do it in like there's programs out there where you could downscale the resolution of those textures. I know Tyler Walton, Flight SciTech, has done that for a lot of stuff.
Alright, Commuter 1760.
What do I think about performing a flight in Germany? I want to do Europe, and what I need to do is I'm going to start collecting scenery in Europe. And once I have a decent set, like a half dozen or so airports. Once I have a decent collection of airports, then we'll start doing it more.
Echo, Victor, Sierra, Sierra. Direct Barnes, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot. Direct Mobs, Mike, Oscar, Bravo, Sierra. Direct
I want to make sure I can hear him because he's more important than any other sound right now.
Sierra.
Except for me, obviously. I'm the most important sound. Joe, cool. Thanks, man.
Charlie, Oscar.
Want to get into just learning a Cessna small prop plane, generally learning how to use radio nav with autopilots. Honestly, then pilotage is where I would start. If you're in X-Plane, go pick up the 172 by Airfoil Labs, or pick up the new Piper Cherokee by V-Flight Air. And both of those planes they're low and slow. And they've got pretty good instrument stacks. Hop on pilotage, and that's exactly what pilotage is built to do. You can find places on VATSIM to go fly. You'll get questionable levels of service. Like the Boston guys are pretty good. However, I'm not always I don't hear a lot of guys handling GA all that well in other ARTCCs. This is U32. Good to see you, man. We are heading down to Boston. Boston. We're on VATSIM at the moment, yes. Will there be TCAS in this bird? Asked Dave Plott. I hope so. Honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. I can use moving maps and sort of other things to see where planes are at, but yeah, it would be nice to have a proper TCAS in here.
November 7274 hotel requesting
Smile Complicated, good to see you, man. Reckon you should get Aerosoft, Manchester, Heathrow, Dussel. Yeah, like those are the ones that are kind of on my list. Definitely Manchester. Like that Manchester looks amazing, and some others. So it's a combination. I'm honestly I'm fortunate that I can reach out to folks and say, hey, can I get review copies of some of this stuff and whatnot, because like showing these products just does nothing but drive sales for them. But it's just kind of putting together my list and figuring out what I want to have, and then like finding freeware for a lot of this stuff too, because there's great freeware scenery that's out there. I just got to find the time. Like shit, I don't even know what airports to fly to in Europe is part of the problem. U.S. is easy. I know the U.S., but like knowing where to go in Europe, it's like I don't know any of these places. FBA Cheyenne, F Bakian, good to see you, man. F Bakian, welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to see you streaming. It's good to be streaming, man. Shifty FR, welcome aboard as well. Didn't know anything about VATSIM. There's more controllers than VATSIM or iVal. That's like life's eternal question. It depends on where you're flying, when you're flying. Like flying in the U.S., you're almost always going to have better service on VATSIM, or better coverage, I should say. Service is a totally different question.
JetBlue 117, runway 9er, line up and wait short delay for traffic crossing the departure corridor.
Heard, runway 9er, line up and wait JetBlue 117.
Attention aircraft, Boston Center closing 15 minutes.
Boston Center's going in 15 minutes? That sucks.
Attention aircraft, Boston information, Oscar now current altimeter 299er, visibility 1 1/4 mile, ceiling 1,800 broken.
Ceiling's 1,800 broken. Okay. Flight SciTech, good to see you, man. Happy Friday, buddy. Welcome aboard. Caramel, good to see you as well. UAL 4777 asks what the ETA to Boston is. We can do that by hitting the progress button. And Boston ETA is,
44 Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level 210.
It says 1704. It says an hour. I don't know if I believe that.
That'll be fine. Going up to 210.
Yeah, real time? What time is it?
JetBlue 117, runway 9er clear for takeoff.
Yeah, I don't believe that ETA at all.
Runway 9 request takeoff, turbulence 17.
Because we're like
Actually, Redwood Tree 10.
we're like 15 minutes out of J Fund,
That's going to be a cruise.
and it's telling me we're half an hour out of J Fund.
16,000.
Yeah, that's
Redwood,
incorrect. So I don't know.
Sure, we'll get you some more.
I think we'll be down in about a half an hour. Actually, how far away from Boston? We're 189 miles from Boston direct. So yeah, it'll be about a half an hour to 40 minutes before we get down. Do I have crash issues with 1.0.5? Fukar, I don't know. This is actually my first flight that I've done with
Calling for radio check, a little bit muffled.
0.5. West Patriot, there is actually a big expansion for Pilot Edge. It's coming up.
Foster Comanche, November 4307 Papa, 17 miles west of the Hartford VOR.
They're going to be expanding some points on the some major airports on the west side of the country.
4307 Papa Boston Center, the Hartford Altimeter 2997.
Yeah, it's on, and they, like I said, they've already announced it.
2997.
Expansion will happen when it happens. Tyler, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard, buddy. Happy Monday. Yeah, it's been in the works. Like that expansion's been in the works for a while. I think they're waiting on stuff.
Correction, Atlantic 1249 heading to center, maintain 3000.
This is U32. Good to see you, man.
Down to 3000, 1249 heavy.
Redwood
All right.
310, maintain 14,000, passenger distance
So
traffic.
we cleared direct to J Fund. Let's
14,000.
pop our arrival chart up here.
Redwood,
Start thinking about this guy.
Roger.
We're on the J
Thanks, and Redwood
Fund.
310, that's
One RNAV arrival.
4 miles in direction is a challenge.
So,
6,000.
cleared direct to J Fund. After that, we're going to care about the autumn waypoint. And we programmed 12,000 for that, and then winter at
Redwood,
9,000.
climbing 14,000. We have the traffic on PCAS.
And yeah, we don't have any restrictions at
Thank
J
you.
Fund or anything to worry about there. So
Radar contact, climb and maintain
basically, I'm going to go with the top of
20.
descent point that I've got here. If he's not online, if he is online, I should say, as we start to approach the top of descent, we'll request a descent. Otherwise, we'll just go for it.
10 miles northwest of Extol, Federal 270.
T-Spokes, I would take it over to xpilot.com and post your issue. They'll be able to help you out there. Unfortunately, Twitch is generally not the place to go for tech support. What archive program am I using? I have no idea. I use 7-Zip, if that was what you're talking about.
5 miles northwest of Extol.
Captain Tony Stark, good to see you, man. Have a great night. Gonna do some real flying, he says. Nice.
615 Boston Center, squawk 4721.
4721 for 36.
Atlantic 1249 heavy turn right heading 360.
This ended up being a longer flight than I had anticipated. Mr. Finkel, good to see you, man. I have not tried the 154, the TU-154. That plane kind of terrifies me, to be honest. But yeah, one of these days I might give it a shot. But I was talking about that earlier. I don't think I'm going to have time to fly that, to learn and fly that anytime soon. With DC-6 coming out this week.
3650.
Which Boston scenery are you using? I think I'm using Ted's Boston scenery.
Atlantic 1249, 8 miles from Navajo.
Oh, you're asking T-Spokes. All right, man. Yeah, so I'm using Ted's Boston scenery. Mr. X will use that when it comes out.
That's right to 010, cleared ILS 4 right. We'll let you know when they have a localizer, 1249.
Redwood Tree 10, maintain 16,000. I'm logging offline, monitor Unicom 2.8, take care.
Rochelle 16,000, Unicom, do you know
Boston Center just got real busy.
Should I contact the LaGuardia rifle?
Yeah, contact him over the Valerie intersection.
Roger, Valerie. Thank you so much for the service. That was awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Seabird 66 Victor, I'm closing monitor Unicom.
Thank you for chatting with the Catstrator Stream Technical Support. We appreciate your reviews. we expect a 5-star rating from everybody.
JetBlue 117, I'm logging offline. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Take care.
Hardcore Game, good to see you, man. We're landing in probably 20 to 30 minutes.
Cal Air 116, I'm logging offline. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Thanks
Alright,
for
we're
flying.
getting
Take care.
Unicom here.
122.8, Cal Air 116.
Atlantic 1249 Heavy, I'm logging offline. Thanks for flying Boston. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a great day.
Unicom on 122.8. Have a good Memorial Day, 1249 Heavy.
You as well. Jet 44, I'm logging offline. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Take care.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth asking the question. Folks tend to have varying levels of experience with some of these kind of problems.
Delta 3615, I'm sorry, but I'm logging offline. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Take care.
Have a good one.
12 mil for the DC-6 a bit much, yeah.
United 717, I'm logging offline. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Thanks for flying. Hopefully I'll catch you later.
Over to Unicom, United 717. Have a great day. All right, back to Unicom we go. All right, while we're doing that, I got a couple minutes here. I'm gonna take a quick tinkle. And yeah, how long we got? 25 miles top of descent. Yeah, yep, I got time. All right, guys, I'll be right back before we do this arrival. All right. Just in time to start going down. So we're 10 miles out of our calculated top of descent. We'll go ahead and go to vertical speed mode. We punched 6,000 into the MCP. And we'll start down to 1,000 feet per minute here. So we're going to start the nose down very slightly. And wait till we catch the VNAV path. As we get closer to the VNAV path, we'll tip the nose down even more drastically. I don't necessarily trust the VNAV path, especially since we've sort of mucked around with the routing here. So we'll see what it gives us, and then we might end up just doing it ourselves. So on the descent, we're going to stay Mach 0.72, or 731 on the descent, so we'll accelerate that just a touch there. And we're going to keep that until we get to 290 knots. Zoom that sucker in a touch. Like so. Didn't miss any messages. Okay, good. I could have left you with a wing view, yeah. Good, you have your wing view now. Actually, this one's better because it's got some weather up ahead of us. Is that a plane over there? No, that's just an artifact. Have I ever been in Germany? I have not been to Germany, no. My extent of Europe has been Portugal. Can I do another 7-7? We'll do a 777 at some point, yeah. What food service am I offering tonight? I'm going to have a turkey and cheese sandwich with some potato chips and cottage cheese. As far as the rest of you guys, I have a beer, I guess. That might not be satisfactory for you Europeans about to get ready for dinner. All right, there's the VNAV profile catching up to us. So we'll let that come a little closer, then we'll push the VNAV button. Yeah, we'll let the VNAV. Looks like the VNAV will be okay today. Here it comes. Plane will start nosing down, keep us on that diamond profile there. And it should also manage the speed for us when we hit 290 knots. Make the changeover. Mahut07 asks, what inspired me to fly planes? I hit on this in a vlog that I did on my YouTube channel. I would go check it out. But the long and short of it is I'm a bit of a geography nut. And I started flying commercially a lot after I moved out to New England from Indiana. And I was just sort of fascinated by planes and airports and sort of everything that was going on. And so that gave me, that got me started with this hobby. And then from there, just sort of built on it piece by piece, looking for the next sort of challenge. And, after mastering one thing, or we'll say mastering one thing, move on to the next thing and see if we can sort of change it up a little bit. So that's sort of my spiel. I'm a software or computer guy, I should say, by trade. I work in the software industry, and I was looking for things to sort of tickle the part of my brain that software development used to. And it just so happens that aviation does a lot of that for me. Or I should say flight simulation does a lot of that for me. It's very, very sort of precise and by the book, and probably you Germans would be offended if I called it German, but it's a very German way of thinking about things. And that's sort of got me into it. So, yeah, I very much enjoy it. Am I streaming after I have lunch? If I do stream after lunch, it's going to be a different game. But I'm still thinking about that. I gotta ask around and see what some of my buddies are doing. Alex asks, should the gear light be off and not red? So the gear light in this plane pops on red when the throttles are full idle. And apparently that's an artifact of the real plane. Something that drives, my understanding is it's something that drives the real pilots kind of crazy. So yeah, if the throttles are back full idle or close to full idle, those lights will come on and go red to be like, hey, do you want to have the gear down? I'm like, no, I'm at 25,000 feet. I don't want to put the damn gear down. Can I fly the 757? Probably not today. One of these days we're getting in it. Honestly, if I'm going to fly the 757, I'm just going to fly the 767 because I think it's a better product. T-Spoke says, trying to go to college in Boston. Nice, man. What am I going to have for lunch? I just told you, man. I'm having a turkey and cheese sandwich. Chips and cottage cheese. Lunch of champions. We are efficient and have no sense of humor. I'm assuming Alpha. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. I'm assuming Alpha's German. It's amazing the number of hits that the videos see from Germany. Like, you see, obviously, the US and the UK. And then it's just like this spike of Germans. Like, I must have the simulator. I don't have a good German accent. You got to go to Sorcerer Dave for the European accents. Fly a fighter jet. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Not my style. Other guys will fly fighter jets. We fly commercially. All right, got some weather coming up here. This is going to be the good stuff. Let's put our weather radar on. And that needs to go on, and I think that needs to go on. Is that going to paint it? There's probably nothing in front of me. I don't actually know how to turn the weather radar on. I'm going to assume that does it. So what are we descending? We're descending for autumn at 12,000 feet right now and 270 knots. So once we cross J Fund, we'll have to start thinking about slowing down. Since our throttles are at idle, we're not going to see ourselves really deviating from this speed at all. Boston Center's back online, 134.7. Great. Boston Center just left. Hi, it's Evan. Evan's running Flight SimCon. Boston Center United 717, flight level 189, descending for the Quaben 3, or the J Fund arrival, I should say, direct J Fund.
Yeah, 717 Boston Center ident.
Push that ident button right there.
Boston Center, November 7274 Hotel, sorry for the delay. 7274 Hotel, clear the back to the airport as filed, time maintain 2000, expect 6001 to the back of the park.
Dev Joe prefers the A3. There's not really a good A380 simulation.
Squawking 4701 for Cessna 74 Hotel.
Cessna 1 sorry back, crack device ready to taxi. Breaking on 717 radar contact 2.5 miles northeast of Gardner. Descend via the J-Fund 1 arrival, runway right, Boston altimeter 29999.
Descend via the J-Fund 1 arrival for runway 4 right, 99 on the altimeter, 717. Okay. Now we gotta pay attention.
Boston Center United, 99, every Ricky foot level 350, approximately 2 miles from Correct. Yeah, the 989 Boston Center, Roger. The American.
Alright, so while we're at it, let's go ahead and grab the ATIS over at Boston. I'm just going to pull the text ATIS up. So information Bravo is current. 150 knots, 1/4 mile visibility, rain, few clouds, 400, broken 1800, overcast 4600, 13 Celsius, altimeter 29999. Runway 4 right approach in use, departing runway 9er.
Boston Center
So on and so forth.
314 descending 270.
Okay, so there's J-Fund.
Providers United at 822.
We're going to expect the speed to start coming back now for autumn.
Confirmation United 822.
Yeah, 822 Boston
speed.
Center, Roger.
Add
Break
a
down
little-
117 radar contact 1 miles northeast of Sandy Point, maintain for level 2.
Add a little bit of speed brake there. Bring that speed back. Add a lot of bit of speed brake. Really bring that speed back to 270. Okay, it's coming back.
Delta 2615 with you, flight
Yep.
270.
Okay, so let's talk about the 4 right ILS approach. Move 4 right.
Delta 3650 Boston Center, I guess.
Runway 4 right is going to be frequency 110.3, course of 036. And in the case of a missed approach, we're going to climb to 3000 direct to Waxon, or I should say via the 30 radial to
7
Waxon.
miles west of the Hartford VOR.
We've programmed it not from Winnie, but I think from Billy. It doesn't matter. We're going to get vectored onto that thing anyway.
Delta 36
And,
radar
yeah.
contact 26 miles northwest.
It's an approach. We'll set for up for a Cat 1 at 220 feet, and that should be sufficient for us.
And
Because I
the
don't think we're
commander
that.
was calling
The ceilings are not that low. So 220 the decision height. And if I actually knew how to brief an approach, it'd be a little different story. But whatever.
4307 Pablo Boston
So
Center.
110.3. Oops, that's not it. 110.3 here. What's our speed doing?
307
There's 270. Let's go with the speed brake.
1 mile southwest of
110.3, and the course we said was going to be
0,000 on board this
at 036.
Maintain 10,000.
036.
Boston
Hey,
Center, good afternoon.
you're losing your speed there, buddy.
15 southwest of Norwich, flight level 270.
Okay, so
Check with 790 Boston Center.
Get that plugged in.
Roger.
Let's go back to
Turning
J-Fund.
100 to maintain 1000.
and the next one we're expecting is Winter at 9,000 feet.
Right turn 100 down to 11,000, tip to 790.
We're also going to be crossing
Version
through
31 Sierra. Redwood
10,000
31
feet, so
Boston
250 knots. Speeds can come back.
Yes, sir. Redwood 1 Sierra, 40 miles from Charlie.
Need more speed brake on that apparently.
Correction, Redwood 31 Sierra, Roger. Cross base,
Lights can come on.
8,000.
We continuous ignition, and we'll go ahead and
BPS 8000,
seatbelt
Redwood
sign
1
on.
Sierra, thank you.
Cali 160 with me.
this is where the VNAV is starting to let me down a little bit.
Delta 3615 cross.
So I'm going to
Wally
manage this
Adam
myself.
level 200.
All right, so 18,000 feet, 1,800 feet per minute, 6,000 feet, 250 on the heading.
Delta 3615 is on it.
I should say on the Mach. And we went 8,000 to 10,000 feet at Winter.
Center, Cessna 47 Hotel, short of 24, ready to go.
So 47 Hotel, runway 245, runway heading for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway heading Cessna 474 Hotel.
Well, here comes 250 knots. That is the last speed restriction I think that we care about. Oh, G gave it 220. So when we hit 6,000 feet, we need 220.
The Archer 354 taken.
3254, we're
ground, Syracuse 28.
Alright, there's 250 knots.
Juliet, looking for the PRPD FR1.
And went above 8,000.
November 38245, Roger. Our request would be about 5-10 minutes. Just hang tight there and I'll get to you as soon as I can.
Stay at 1,000 feet, and I think we'll be okay with that. Whatever, close enough, 950. 250 knots, 950 feet per minute, head down to 6,000 feet via the departure. That is the Winter intersection. Now we go down to Harris. Harris has no altitude restrictions. The next altitude restriction is CYYZ at 7,000 feet. Pull that nose up a little bit here, because we don't need to be descending that fast. Might jump back on VNAV in a moment, too.
November 38245, need a couple minutes to get caught up here with Boston, then I'll get right back to you with your request. Alright, no worries.
Still descending too fast, so bring the nose up a bit more.
Boston Center, Mercury 42, ongoing this 4 right.
This is an interesting arrival. They used to bring you over top of Boston at 10,000 feet. That's what the Quaben did. And now they're bringing you much, much lower.
November 07, Papa Boston Airport Information, Charlie, altimeter 299.8, flight present heading back to your ILS runway.
So CYYZ is the next one we care about. That's going to be 220 and 7,000 feet.
Expect vectors for the ILS 4 right approach. You said it maintained 5,000.
Pop on down here to the init ref page. We're going to plan for flaps 30 landing. Flaps 30 on the landing. It's going to be a VREF speed of 142.
Jet 117, cross Calverton, now to maintain 12,000 at 250 knots.
And the weather is, winds are 1304, so we'll say 142 to 147
New York Center, 125.32.
for our approach speeds. That goes up even more.
Delta 3615, New York Center, 125.32.
There's Harris. Bring that speed back to 220 now.
Over to New York, 3615. Thanks for your service.
After Harris comes Griffey. There are no restrictions at Griffey.
5.32.
12532. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
We're going to keep on that, watch for that VNAV line here as it comes up.
Boston Center, spot 4717.
That nose down to
Clear the
600
Newark
feet there.
Airport for the Logan 9 departure with the vectors rev, then as filed. Climb via
220 knots, there we go.
When you're ready, runway 9 heading 150.
Let's give ourselves 2 notches of flaps. Lights are good. That's good. All right.
274 Hotel, radar contact, climb maintain 6,000.
Flying off the instruments.
Let me say 6,000, 74 Hotel.
Yeah, at 822 to 7 via the Robot 2, runway 48, Boston altimeter 299.8.
Runway 2, 4 right, descending now, at 822.
Mercury 4289.
Right, there's CYYZ, 7,000 feet, 220 knots. Right where we want to be. Next up is going to be G-Gave at 6,000, so we'll just leave ourselves at the 600 foot peak.
Yeah, 717, expect that last runway 4 right, altimeter 299.8.
We'll expect that in 908, 717. Alright, 908 on the altimeter.
7274 Hotel, turn right, heading
Got to set the altimeter, that's okay.
010. When able, join the Nantucket 341 radial to Prado on course, we climb maintain 6,000.
Here comes the rain.
Okay, right turn 010.
We got 8 degrees, so we don't need to worry about the icing at the moment.
That's 74 Hotel.
Oh, shit.
Papa 8 is Charlie.
The speed brakes are still out.
Expect ILS runway 4 right approach.
Expect ILS 4 right approach for 07 Papa.
We didn't need those.
798 is Charlie, altimeter 30, present 299.8, expect ILS runway 4 right approach.
I don't have a 787 out, Max.
790, thanks, 788, 8,000, and turn left heading 030 vector spinal.
Constantine, good to see you, man.
Down to 8,000.
Hello from the other side, absolutely. Coming into Boston right now.
4039, targeting 220.
220, Mercury 43.
Okay, let's start paying attention here. They got to start talking to us.
Present JetBlue 117, contact New York, approach on 128.
We'll do the wipers later. We don't need them right now. We're on the instruments at the moment. You want to join me on the flight? You're more than welcome to. I can't stop you.
245 Boston Center.
All right, so there's 6,000 feet coming up on Griffey. Pretty much where we want to be. Don't like this angle of attack, but hey, or this deck angle, I guess. Deck angle? I don't know. I don't like the way we're flying right now. The attitude. Not much I can do with it at the moment, though.
38245, PRP VFR 1 is approved, squawk 47.
Tucker Mark, absolutely, man. This is what I was hoping for.
Take off from your present position, or do you need detected?
And just with the way X-Plane works, we're going to pass through a couple of visibility layers here. Sure, the weather's doing its thing, and it is.
Person 04 and we're all set.
November 8,
Alright, so
cruise number 245,
G-Gabe.
290 at 11.
G-Gabe is 6,220, and then Joby is 6,210.
Juliet, clear for takeoff, left close traffic approved.
at Juliet.
Don't think you put very next on aircraft windshields. I mean, we're going so fast. I don't know if you really need it. All right, so we're gonna be
9717 to 7maintain 3,000.
3,000, 9717. All right, so now we're off the arrival. So 3,000 feet.
001 radar contact 115 miles southeast.
Still got the speed restrictions to worry about. So 210 knots coming up. Whoa, there's a wind shift. 3,000 feet. We'll go down 1,200 feet per minute. Or 1,000 feet per minute, I should say. We'll get the bird slowed down to 210.
116, Boston Center radar contact 1 miles south of Barnes, main on 6,000, Bradley altimeter 29906.
And coming off of Jobby, we're going to be a course of, or a heading of 214. So 214. Right there.
Boston Center, southwest 4363 is at Boston Airport, looking to pick up IFR to Atlanta.
Oh, that audio quality.
Southwest 4363
so good.
Boston Center.
So real good.
To pick up PC, it should have just come through. Did you say again for Southwest 4363?
Lieutenant Parker, I do not. That'd be a good question for Marcus.
4363, clear to the Atlanta Airport for the Blazer, 3 departure, then as filed.
It'll definitely be an ILS coming into Boston, yeah. The ceilings are starting to come up, so it's not the low IFR that it was earlier. The METAR currently says 1707, 1.25 mile visibility, broken 4,400. Clouds 300. So we've actually we're gonna cross through the visibility layer here at the ceiling, and probably get a good view of that airport for a while. Put ourselves into heading mode now that we're off the arrival.
4706 in the box for Southwest 4363. So 4363, read back correct. Break United 717, turn right heading 310.
Right 310, United 717.
Commission 07, Papa, short vector for delay, turn left heading 010.
Turn left heading 010.
Move ourselves 210 for now. No reason to really.
JetBlue 790, you'll be number 3 in the sequence here, descend and maintain 4,000, then reduce speed to 190.
Yeah, we got guys behind us, so we'll keep that speed up here.
3,000, slowing to 190.
Just trying to vector a few guys in.
JetBlue 790.
JetBlue 790, negative, descend and maintain 4,000.
Sorry about that, 4,000 down to 190.
Yeah, 717, turn right heading 010, intercept the runway 4 right localizer.
010, intercept the 4 right localizer, United 717. Alright, so 010.
Mercury 40,
we have the localizer plugged in,
170.
110.3. I'm going to pull that chart up too.
Alright, we'll float at 170, Mercury 4289.
110.3, great.
Number
And the
245
localizer
from
course is 1036. So we got the localizer, we got the glide slope ready to go. We're going to keep our speed up until we get on that localizer, though. There's no reason for us to come back below 210, especially with some traffic behind us. We've also got the field out there, too.
Yeah, 717, you're 2 miles from Wayne, cross lane at 3000, cut Alice runway, full right approach, maintain 180 knots, 4 greater till Mill.
Crosswind above 3000, cleared ILS 04 right approach, and 180 until Milt, United 717. Alright, put ourselves into localizer mode.
310.
We got movement on the localizer, that's good.
Turn 310, JetBlue
Bring ourselves down to 180 knots as well.
2792, left turning 270.
There's the intercept, fantastic. We got movement on the glide slope as well, so we're going to go straight into approach mode. Hey, we got a beer. Tech Claw, thank you for the beer, man. Afternoon, you need some Europe scenery. Yeah, dude, we're getting there. Thank you, man, I appreciate it. All right, we're into approach mode now. We're on the localizer.
270, JetBlue 79.
You should see the nose start to bang itself
Mercury
down.
4289, turn right at 8290.
Right there. There's the glide slope.
Right, 290, 4289.
3.
Comanche 07 Pop, expect about another 2 minutes.
So 2 nav, 2 and 1 was 0.3. Turn that autopilot on as well. And 036
we'll look
on
for
that
traffic,
course.
but I'm in soup up here right now, 07 Papa.
07 Papa, left to maintain
Go
4000.
ahead and bring our flaps back to 10.
Set to maintain 4,000 for 07 Papa, roger.
Once we get to Milt, we'll drop the gear and we'll bring the flaps back to 30. 500 checked. Outboard lights down. Runway turn-off lights can come down. Taxi lights can come down. Overhead panel is fantastic. Lights are good. Continuous ignition. Arm the auto brake. Arm the speed brake.
Forward radio direct boss, 740.
Mercury 4289, turn right at 330.
As we get down on Boston, we'll put the ground chart up
Right,
here too.
220, 4289.
We're going to make a left turn coming off of 4 right.
790, reduce speed.
We'll try to aim for Yankee or Romeo, the two high speeds.
180, then it's going to maintain 3000.
Slow into 180, then down to 3000, JetBlue 790.
Mercury 4289, turn right at 010.
Crossing Milt, we'll go ahead and bring our speed back now to our approach speed, which is going to be 142 on the VREF. 42.
Yeah,
And flaps to
717,
30.
wind 1507, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 4 right, United 717. Alright, gears
Mercury
coming down.
4039, you're 5 miles
30 on the
south,
flaps.
2000 until establishment localizer, clear Alice runway 4 right approach, maintain 170 knots to Milt.
Once we get that speed down and we get everything stabilized, I'll take over.
2000, clear ILS, 4 right, maintain 170 from Milt, Mercury 4289.
Gear down 3 green.
Boston Center, United 1576 on the ground at Boston, IFR to Newark, please.
Yeah,
coming
1576
back.
Boston Center, clear to the Newark Airport for passport departure that has filed climb via SID.
Go ahead and turn the autopilot off.
Block 47.
My aircraft, auto throttle off.
Block only.
Gears down 3
4707
green.
box, United
Flaps are
1576.
set.
Yeah, 1576.
Runways in sight, lights are set.
Advise ready to push. Break JetBlue 790, turn right heading 300.
Pressure below the glide slope.
Right turn 300, JetBlue 790.
I was hoping for it to be kind of a little lower on the on the visibility, but you get what you get sometimes.
Comanche 07 Papa, turn right heading 130.
What we got here?
Turn right heading 130 for 07
That's
Papa.
more or less calm. Shift.
JetBlue 790, turn right heading 010, put on my 4 right localizer.
010 to join, JetBlue 790.
Mercury 4289, you're 5 miles in trail level 4737.
Inside landing.
Wind 160 at 7, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear land 4 right, Mercury 20, correction 4289.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
JetBlue 790, you're 4 miles from Milt, 718, 2000 until established on the localizer. Clear to ILS runway 4 right approach, maintain 170 knots till Milt.
A little bit of a thumper. It's all right though.
Alright, 2000 till established, cleared
reverses
ILS
out.
4 right, 170, marked JetBlue 790.
And we're braking.
Connection 07 Papa, descend and maintain 3 down.
There's reversers in.
Descend and maintain
So we're gonna grab
3000
Romeo
for
here.
07 Papa.
November 245, runway 28, clear touch and go.
3 clear touch and go. 245.
Yeah, 717, turn left on Romeo, join November, hold short of runway 4 left.
Left Romeo, join November, hold short, runway 04, 717. Alright, ADP on. Canders come off. Leave the landing lights on just for a second.
Yeah,
Here's one across this
717,
runway.
taxi November, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 15 left.
Taxi November, cross 4 left, hold short 15 left, United 717.
JetBlue 790, 4 miles in trail of an E-170,
Alright.
they're on a 1.5 mile final.
Laps
Wind
in,
of 1,
speed
6,
brakes out,
7,
move the sucker
runway
up.
4 right, clear the
Four
land.
brakes come off.
4 right, clear land, JetBlue
I'm gonna turn our
790.
wipers on if we want. I don't even know where the
Connection
wiper
07
knob
Papa,
is.
descend and maintain 2000.
Worry about that here in a second.
Descend and maintain 2000 for 07 Papa. Roger.
Wiper.
For 74 Hotel, you got the weather at Bedford?
We do, sir, thanks. 74
I do not know where the wipers are.
74 Hotel, starting
I'm
to
assuming
have
it's a
it,
knob
the
somewhere.
Altimeter 296, expect ILS runway 1 approach.
Well, they're not coming on, I guess.
Yeah, expecting ILS runway
clear that.
11. 74
Thank you
Hotel.
off. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Connection 07 Papa, turn left
Leave
heading
those on. That
080.
can stay on. Strobe light can now come off.
Left heading 080 for 07 Papa.
And APU's coming online. APU's actually up and running. Gotta keep ourselves straight here. Bring our weather radar off. We don't need that now. Boom.
Connection 07 Papa,
Boom.
clear left turn heading 070 and accept runway 4 with pleasure.
15 left is ahead of us. Trying to. We do not want
Turn
to
left
cross
heading
that.
070 to 0.
I'm not using SkyMax Pro.
Left 4 right localizer for 07 Papa.
Yeah, 717, cross runway 15 left, hold short.
Wipers are
of
above the
runway
engine
15
mode switches in the overhead. Oh, there they are. Oh, those are really annoying. Nope. No wipers. Park them.
United 717, cross runway 15 left, hold short of runway 15 right.
Cross 15 left, hold short 15 right, United 717.
Mercury 4039, join runway 33 right, cross runway 4 left, hold short of November.
Cross 32 right, cross 4 left, full short November, 4289.
United 822 at Goshi, join runway 4 right.
790 coming down.
Hey, Goshi, join the localizer, expect 4 right, approach United 822.
November 07 Papa, you're 3 miles from Milt, maintain 2000 until establishment localizer, clear Alice runway 4 right approach.
Maintain 2000 until established. Cleared for the ILS approach runway 4 right 07 Papa.
United 822, reduce speed to 210,
hold short
then
here.
going to maintain 6000.
So the 210 and down.
JetBlue.
United 822.
United 717, cross runway 15 right, taxi out to the ramp.
Cross 15 right off of the ramp, United 717. Take a.
Mercury 4039, turn left on November, cross runway 15 right.
Alright, we're going to
then
taxi.
join
We're going
Alpha
to Terminal
Echo to the ramp.
Bravo. It's going to be the big guy sticking out
Left
over here.
November, cross 15
Clear to the
right,
right, clear to the left. Boy, that
JetBlue
JetBlue stopped in a hurry.
JetBlue 790,
Holy
turn
shit.
left on Foxtrot, hold short of runway 4 left, what is your gate?
Left turn Foxtrot, hold short 15 left, no preference today, sir.
Jet 790 retro, hold short of runway 4 left.
Jesus, man. Look how quick that guy stopped. He must be flying the Jar Designs A320.
Alright, well, hold short 4
With
left.
the super
JetBlue
brakes.
790.
Tucker Mark, thanks for the beer, man. Thanks for the Toronto takeoff. Great flight as usual. Heading out. Catch the rest of the replay. Happy Memorial Day to my American neighbors. Yeah, I note the spelling. You spelled it wrong, damn it. Thanks for the beer, buddy. Appreciate it.
United 822, you're 9 miles from Winnie, cross Winnie at about 4,000, clear Alice runway 4 and approach, maintain
All right.
210 knots
So
or
we're going to come out here, park next to these other United guys.
210 left, 4th till Winnie, and cleared ILS 4 right, United 822.
Still in awe of how fast that JetBlue
JetBlue
stopped.
790, you okay with the gate just straight ahead of you on Foxtrot?
There's
That works for
American
us, sir.
gates.
Mercury 4289 at Foxtrot, give way to a JetBlue.
I'm assuming that pier is going to be the United pier because that's where the United guys are at.
You wait to the JetBlue Foxtrot 4289.
JetBlue 790, cross runway 4 left, taxi straight ahead to the ramp. The Embraer is going to give way to you there at Alpha.
All right, we'll take that. We'll take that gate right there.
Foxtrot straight ahead. Appreciate all the help today, sir. JetBlue 790.
Welcome. Number 245, runway 28, cleared for the option. Will it be a full stop, or are you planning that touch and go?
Let's turn him off now.
Do.
You know, we can leave that on. We'll just turn that volume all the way down. As we're coming in here, you come off. Real nice scenery here. I cannot wait for Mr. X's Boston to come out. So excited for that one. Alright, put that in there. Hit the parking brake. Hit the parking brake. Move the overhead panel. APU is on. We'll go 1, 2. Seatbelt sign can come off. APU bleed can come off. Left pack can come off. All that looks great. Oh, pitot heat comes off. Now it all looks great. Position, anti-collision can come off. We'll leave the logo light on just for good measure. And bring engine 1 and engine 2 down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. Boston. Local time is 12:45 p.m. That's flight number 1 today. We're gonna make the turn here. Head to Newark. Wakaday, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. The name of that script is something. It's called 3J FPS Control. 3J FPS Control. Alright, dude. I'm gonna do all my route planning here in just a second. Welcome to Boston Airport. We got a shark fin. He's like flying at sea level. If you're shark finning at Boston, that means you're practically flying in the water. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and get a couple guys stacked on each other here. Alright, guys. I'm going to take a quick little break. About 5 minutes or so. Go refill my water glass. And, yeah, and then we'll get going. We got one more flight we're going to do today for sure. Boston down to Newark. You guys are joining me. Go ahead. We'll be on VATSIM here. So back in a few minutes. Put some tunage on. Turn that down. And if you're leaving, thank you for sticking around. If you're sticking around, well, hey, we'll see you in a few minutes. Watch 4307 Papa as he comes in. This guy's gonna take off here in a second. How's that for a view? That works. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
Please repeat that, Kelly 116. Kelly 116, just confirm you're on one-time sim rate. You appear that you're traveling a little bit slow. Just make sure you're on one-time simulation rate, and it's going to maintain 8,000.
Boston Center, Southwest 4363, ready for taxi.
Southwest 4363, turn your mode B on. Number 07 Papa, Foxtrot, cross runway 4 left, and then join a right turn on Bravo to the right.
Center 07 Papa is clear the runway on hotel at runway 217.
07 Papa Archer, Foxtrot, Bravo to the ramp, cross runway 4 left.
Foxtrot, Bravo to the ramp. That would be a left turn on Foxtrot to get to Bravo 07 Papa.
Yeah, just a left turn right there at the next taxiway, and then a right turn on Bravo.
Roger that, thank you.
Kelly 116, my ground speed is about 318. I'm not sure what my trend is. I'm not sure if it could be a frame ready. I'm not sure.
Hi, Roger.
And Boston Center, Southwest 40. Boston Center, Southwest 4363, air mode C is turned down now. Sorry about that.
Southwest 4363, okay, confirm your squawk from 4706. Number 245, taxi via Yankee, November, and hotel to the rent. Congratulations on your DVXR 1. If you wanted to be number 2 from up there, we can probably coordinate an airport for that.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll tell you.
Boston Center, Unity 1576, request mission start.
Yeah, 1576, Boston Center, approved.
Push
Hi, Unicorn.
Push approved, Unity
Good to see you, buddy. I saw Jack in here too. DVA, welcome aboard. Yeah, plane spotting. I don't know if anybody's out there though. Italy! Lucky pilot, good to see you, man. Hello from Boston. Quantidin, welcome aboard. Alright, plan this next flight out. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to update my sim brief to the latest Ahrix, so that we don't have a case where we can't fly it because, you know, we did bad things. Alright, FMS data. Oh, actually, I think it's our linked. How does this work now? Unlock. Alright. So we unlocked the new Ahrix. I apparently was using a very old Ahrix. Alright, let's go to dispatch system. Actually, there's an agreement here as to how all this works. So we're just gonna look a flight up. We're gonna do KBOS, KEWR. Because it's like the oh man, it's like the tech route system in SoCal. You have to file a certain route. So 1576 is who we'll look at here. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to not be squawking Charlie. Alright, back to plane spotting. Of course, there's nobody taking off or landing. You guys caught somebody departing at least. Okay. Boy, look at all that weather just left. That's fantastic. And Pat's 4, Pat's, Nelly, Flozy 3, and he's going up to 16,000 feet. That's what I thought. Okay, grab you. So we will go to sim brief, create new flight. We're still going to be United 717. Because why the hell not? That's my number, damn it. Not 414, 7. Oh my god. Learn to type! 717. And departing from KBOS, heading down to KEWR. Alternate's going back to KBOS apparently. Actually, we're going to make the alternate to Philly. Because that's. Coming back to Boston would be kind of silly, it seems. Boeing 733. And we're planning for not a 1-5 right departure, but it's going to be departing runway 9. Yes. Pull you over here. New route. Okay, boss. Heading down to KEWR. And let's see here. What is the weather at Newark? See, there's plenty online. There is ATIS for Newark. All right. Newark ATIS. 102, ILS 22 left approach in use. That's what we'll plan for. 22 left. Nice. That'll be a good approach. Okay, so arriving ILS 22 left. Yes. And then Pat's 4, Nelly, Flozy 3. That's great. We'll have to set our own altitude. We'll fix that though. Generate OFP. Yep. Why do you use 717? 717 is my anniversary. Both when I had my first date with my wife and then when we got married. How adorable. All right, Aero Guitarist. If you're still here, buddy, it was good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Biker dude, nice man. Okay, that's definitely not how high we're going. So we are United. 717. Going KBOS. KEWR. I've been meaning to fly to Newark after somebody called me out for not including Newark ever. So we're going to fly to Newark. All right, Pats 4, Pats, direct Nelly, Flowsy 3. That's great. VATSIM pre-file that sucker. Change the altitude to 16,000 feet. And grab my VATSIM credentials.
You know, 22 looks like he's heading into the ramp there. Cross runway 33 left.
It's good. We're gonna have to sign off for a second. X squawk box disconnect. And then file. Flight plan's filed. Great. Exit. Ooh, hey, clouds. Exit squawk box reconnect. Okay. There he goes. Southwest 4363. See ya. Pre-departure clearance start. Call center United 717. Beacon code 4715. That remains almost the same. 715. I like. This is why I like Boston Center. They do PDC here. Okay, so 4715. Craft. Spawner 4715. Flight level 16,000 feet. Departing KBOS, arriving Newark. 733 approved route past Farnelli. Restrictions climb via the SID. So departing CBS, and then we'll expect 16,000 later. Departing will taxi instructions, contact frequency to assign SID, beacon code, current ATIS when ready to push. SID, beacon, ATIS. Okay. As a surgeon, pre-departure clearance, you don't need to reply to this message. Contact the appropriate clearance delivery only if you have questions regarding your clearance. Pre-departure clearance end. Great! Fantastic. So we're cleared to Newark on the PATS 4. PATS transition. And then it's filed. And we don't have a departure freak. Well, departure is going to be with him. With Boston Center, so. Well, better then than later, I guess. Oh dear. What happened there? The application is crashed because of X squawk box. Huh. Well, okay. I was going to reset it all anyway. Oh, Miss Copilot, don't worry. We were sitting on the ground getting ready to leave, getting ready for departure, so at least I got my full PDC down. All right. Boston Logan 733. Yeah. I've had X squawk box problems in the past. Lots of crashes and whatnot. It's all good though. We weren't even underway. We weren't doing anything, so that's fine. Chalk it up as shit happens. I needed to reload the plane anyway, because this plane does not like to be turned. Boop, 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 boop. Course of 140, good to see you. Miss Co-Pilot, welcome aboard. Crazy FSX Pilot, welcome aboard. PJH, good to see you as well. Next plane comes with a decent amount of European scenery. Yeah. Is the boss scenery freeware? It is. This is Ted's freeware, Boston. There's another freeware by Mr. X that's coming out. Should be the end of this week, I think he said. He's shooting for the end of this week. 100. All right. Where are we at? We're at the wrong terminal. We're in the wrong plane, too. Let's get that United Current. And select global airport. Go B9. Is that where we were at? I don't want to be over here now. How about Bravo 27? Where's that put us? Oh boy. That put us way out here. Alright, we'll do that. Local map, we'll bring ourselves into touch. Drag that sucker in right there. Absolutely, Constantine. I'm having a great time anyway. Crazy Diamond, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Crazy Panda Pilot, good to see you as well. Embraer 110 is fantastic. Love that plane. Alright, X Squawk Box connect. You're set. You're all 717. That's set, that's set, that's set. Okay, perfect. Alright, so if we run down the PDC, cleared to Newark, PATS 4, PATS, as filed. Flying via the SID, 16,000. 4715. So 4715, we'll start with that. 15. Leave that there. And we'll go to 122.8 for the time being. Alright, so let's head to the route page. We're going KBOS, KBOS, down to Newark, KEWR, EWR. And we're not going to have to worry about the route page or anything like that. We'll hit this, though. Oh, we'll need to exec that here in a second. The route's basically going to be PATS and then... grumble, 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 grumble. Alright, it's going to be PATS then Nelly. P-A-T-S-S. Nelly, N-E-L-I-E. Activate. And route. Nope. Departing and arriving. Out of Boston. Runway 9er. And we're going to be on the PATS 4. Like so. Take that. Departing and arriving. Coming into Newark. We're planning for the Nelly from the FlightXPX 3 from Nelly. So the FlightXPX 3 from Nelly. And we're going to plan for the ILS. What did I say it was going to be? 22 left, was it? Pull my charts up here and see what we got to. 22 left. Probably going to be 22 left from Pattern, be my guess. So let's see here. 22 left is going to be the arrival runway. So Pattern, it looks like, is up here. Let's see where the FlightXPX 3 drops us. FlightXPX 3 RNAV drops us on Hooker. Drops us on none of that stuff at all. I don't know. We'll put Pattern in there. See what they end up giving us for reals. The way we're coming in, we're coming in over there. Let's see here. ILS 22 left departs from Sparta. Yeah, all right. We'll put Pattern in there. ILS 22. Is it 22 left? Yeah, 22 left. And Pattern. Exec that. Go to legs page. No discontinuities, as we would expect. Perfect. Let's pull up the chart for the arrival. Make sure that all the altitudes are okay. So we have an expect 7,000 at crank, but we don't actually have any altitude restrictions on this. I'm getting dry mouth too, and I can hear it. All right. Good, 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 good. From Nelly. Expect under 6,000 at Nelly. Okay. I'm happy with all that. Put that chart away, put that away. And, all right, so SimBrief is telling us 16,000 pounds of fuel. That's what we actually, oh, can't do it there, that's right. Ground services, refuel to 16,000 instant. And we want what's the gross weight? Zero fuel weight of 102. 102? 102. 102.3. That's good. Alright, leave that alone. Hop over here, in a ref. Actually, I need that back, don't I? Whoops. Alright, so we're going to put the gross weight of 118.4. 0.4 and 20% on the center of gravity. And we're planning for 16,000 pounds. Oops, 16.6.0. Reserve is 7.0. Cost index is going to be 59. Cruising altitude 16,000 feet. And we're not going to worry about the winds or the deviation or any of that crap because it really doesn't matter for this flight. Like that. We'll derate to 45. And 1, 2, 3. V1's going to be 134. V rotate 136. V2 of 144. Move that center of gravity back forward. Trim is going to be 3.6. 3.6. Right there. We did reload the plane, so let's do the overhead panel real quick. Left side's good. Second panel's good. Third panel is turn those on. Turn you up. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the window heats. Pitot-static is good. Electrics will leave for the time, or the hydraulics will leave for the time being. Pull one pack on for the time being. Those are good. This is going to go up to 16, down to 16,000 feet. Barely even going to pressurize this thing. But we will. And logo light, we'll leave the rest off for the time being. Okay, so that's the glare shield. Or I should say that's the FMC. Now we got to do the glare shield. The speed we're going to shoot for is 164. 164. And the departure here. Where's my charts? Oh, hey, we need to load the weather back up too, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, Pat's departure. Coming off of runway 9er. Heading 0903. Go.
Retard.
Uh-oh.
Retard.
What do we got? Games Network. Thanks for the beer, man. Hope you enjoy it. I absolutely will. Thank you, sir. Cheers. I'm having water today, though. A little detox from the weekend. So the instructions are to climb via the SID. So let's talk about the SID real quick. Departure heading is 0903, climbing to 520 at 520, direct claw above 4,000. Then we go down to Chowda, Steam, Dedham, and then off to Pat's. The only altitude restrictions we have are claw above 4,000. There are no speed restrictions for us to care about. That's all fantastic. And then we move on to this guy. And this is going to tell us that from runway 9er, claw minimum 4,000, and the initial climb goes up to 5,000 feet. So climb via SID has us going to 5,000 feet. Oops. God damn it. Go the way that I'm turning you. It's really annoying. Alright, 5,000 feet. So we got the Mach, we got the speed, heading, and the altitude's all set. So we're happy with the glare shield. We've already set the squawk code. Punch that over to Alpha, or Charlie. Alpha, Squawk Alpha. Squawk Alpha, please. Thank you. Okay, I got it. Map mode. Zoom that sucker out of touch. And we are almost all set. Let's figure out who we're going to talk to. Let's show who's online. Bradley Approach, I should say, is online. Boston Center's online. So we'll go back to Evan on Boston Center. 134.7. Pop you in. Let's grab the ATIS. Oh, we want the Boston ATIS. Providence Approach is online too. Can't we have a Boston Approach, man? Alright, no, I don't want the METAR. I want the ATIS. ATIS details. Information Echo is current. 170 at 6. 1.25 mile visibility. Broken 300, overcast 2300. 16 Celsius. Altimeter 29907. ILS runway 4 right. We don't care about that. Departing runway 9. Yada, yada, yada. Fantastic. Okay. I'm low on fuel. Will I make it to JFK?
I'll spend American 1888 with you.
Have 8 pounds in each engine. Yeah, you're not going to make it on 8 pounds.
American 1888, Boston Center, Roger.
Alright, will we push it onto a taxiway here? No. So we'll push nose to the left. This will push us out here. Since we're not going to an active taxiway, we don't have to call him up. So let's go ground services, cycle U, and nose to the left. And parking brake comes, it's already going. All right. Do its thing. We look at the overhead panel here, right pack can come off, make sure that pressure comes up, which it did. And we'll go ahead and start with, why is that panel not very bright? Start with engine number 2. Position and collision.
Delta 1-5 officer.
Set that to
Delta 1-5, go ahead.
Delta 1-5.
We have into rotation.
D-Babe on the Q448.
And there we go. Give it gas.
We're going to go during D-Bay, Delta.
Yeah, from 443
Sorry, T-Lock, man.
5 shot, sorry about that.
Chalk that up as shit happens.
There. Just verify your mode D's on.
Alright, there was one good engine, I should say. We'll go put the parking brake.
By. It's being finicky. Tell me when you
And starting engine number 1.
443 Foxtrot.
Yeah, 1576
And 2's coming up.
9 clear for takeoff, United 1576.
Number 3 Foxtrot heading down runway 9 taxi via Charlie. Mike cross runway 4 left.
Everything's looking great.
So you're thanking for that, and 9 by Charlie, Mike, drop on 4 left for Foxtrot.
Number 74,
1576, thanks, buddy. We'll see you there.
3004.
Okay, that's fantastic. We have now almost 2 good engines. Give this guy a second here.
There, 3245 and ground Albany.
There's 2 good engines. Hop back to the overhead panel. Left gen, right gen. Bleeds are good. Turn the APU bleed off. Ring pack left, pack right. Pitot heat, static heat. Runway turn off, taxi lights. Continuous ignition. Oh, we did set our igniters, but oops. Alright, APU comes off as well. Top panel looks good. Actually, we'll turn pressurization on. There we go. Now the top panel looks good. Flight control check actually is go flaps 2, 3. Now we'll do a flight control check. Right rudder. Left rudder. Left aileron. Right aileron. Pull back. Pull forward. That looks good. And we'll get ourselves cranked around here. We'll call them up and we'll get out of here.
Number 727 2000.
2004 hotel.
Alright, so we have the PATS 4. Squawking 4715.
3245, ready to taxi, runway 19.
And we've got Echo.
I'm sorry, is ready to taxi?
Archer 38245.
Number 245, runway 19er at Charlie. Taxi via Alpha and Charlie, if you'd like any longer.
19er at Charlie. And yeah, can we get 19er at Bravo?
That guy from California, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard.
Alpha Bravo, cross runway 10.
Alpha Bravo to cross 10245.
Aeronaut, welcome aboard.
Radar contact, come maintain 14,000.
Happy Monday.
214,000 United 1576.
This flight's taking us Boston down to Newark. Boston Center United 717. We got the PATS 4, Squawk 4715, and Echo ready for taxi.
Yeah, 717, runway 9er, taxi via Alpha 2, Bravo, hold short of Kilo.
Runway 9er, Alpha 2, Bravo, hold short, Kilo, United 717.
And Boston Center United 1551 with information Echo 4720. We got the PATS 4, runway 9er, we're ready to taxi as well.
Okay.
Yeah, 1551, runway 9er,
Alpha
taxi
2
via
is
Alpha
right over here.
Kilo, hold short of flight.
There's a guy blocking the way right there.
Number 74 Hotel, turn heading 030.
Clear to left, clear to the right.
Turn
Great.
030, 74 Hotel.
Yeah, 50 video, just to clarify, it's going to be Alpha, cross runway 4 left. Correction, Alpha Kilo, cross runway 4 left.
I wonder where he's going. Oh, he just came in. Okay.
All right, Alpha Kilo, hold short of Mike.
Right's clear there.
Cross 4, or 4 right, 51.
Hold short of Kilo. Kilo is coming up.
Stay again for Foxtrot. Yeah, number 3 Foxtrot, hold short of Echo.
All right, here's
Hold short
Kilo.
of Echo for 3 Foxtrot.
Number 74 Hotel, to the right turn, heading 080 to Central Localizing.
Well, I don't think it's actually Kilo.
United 826 over the taxi at the path for departure.
Yeah, the 1551, change the taxi.
That's Kilo.
Alpha, Kilo, Mike, and Bravo just gave way to your company Boeing 737 on the left.
Roger, Alpha Kilo,
Alright, this one's Kilo, I think.
Company, McLaren Bravo.
Okay, there are 2 calls at once, so I want to make sure that was United 1551.
For United 1551, Alpha Kilo, and Bravo will get weighted at 773.
Some of these taxi signs are a little wrong.
Taxi on 717, menu taxi instructions as well. Taxi Alpha Kilo Bike, cross runway 4 left, let's give money.
Kilo cross runway 4 left, United 717.
Yeah, the 820-29 taxi via Echo Alpha Kilo Mike, cross runway 4 left. You're going to be behind the second United Boeing 737 that was just at the intersection of Kilo and Bravo now.
Yeah, this is Kilo. I can't trust the taxi sign, so I'm having to look at the chart and trust that. Boy, there's a lot of guys leaving here right now.
Yeah, number 3 Foxtrot.
Gonna be our left turn. Hi, buddy.
Only position,
Bye, buddy.
3 Foxtrot.
Yeah, the 826, did you copy?
Clearance across 4 left. That's good.
Clear
left. Clear right.
Number 74 Hotel, you're 3 miles from Jafu, maintain 2000 until established on the localized.
Okay, so he's taking off, I believe.
2000 till established, cleared for ILS 11 approach, 74 Hotel.
Yeah, the 826, turn right there on Alpha, and then a left on Kilo. Cross runway 4 left, you're going to be behind
this
the
is
second
going to be
United
Mike.
Boeing 737.
Roger, right onto Kilo, and we're going to be crossing runway 4 left and following the company United 737.
Yeah, the 1551, cross 4 left, hold short of Mike.
4 left, hold short of Mike, United 1551.
Was I supposed to hold short Mike?
Yeah, 717 runway 9, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 9, United 717. Alright, let's take that runway. Landing lights on, strobe lights on. That's good, that's good. Lights are set. Transponder set. Flaps. Auto brake. Set.
American 1888, descend via the Robust 2 arrival, runway 4 right, Providence, altimeter 29908.
You can do the Robust 2 and for Dallas 0 for right, American 1888.
I think we might have buggered that up a little bit, but
Are you able
the scenery is not exactly matching what it's supposed to. Boston's gone through some changes. Do a standing start here, though.
Clear 3 Foxtrot.
Alright.
Reserve Foxtrot, make a 180, and then make your first left on Mike.
Okay, there's 40.
Roger, 180 first left on Mike for 3 Foxtrot.
Throttle
yeah,
set.
2314,
Power set.
maintain 1000, Boston altimeter 29907.
Airspeed's alive.
Here's info 110,
80 knots.
Yeah, 1551, runway 9 on the way.
Runway 9 line up away, United 1551.
Yeah,
B1, rotate.
6, can we get higher? Yeah, 1536, about maintain 16,000. 16,000, 1576. Our next 1-2, Boston Center, push on Kilo, please.
Push on the Kilo for FedEx 1-2.
Number 3, Foxtrot, go south on Mike to United 1737.
LNAV now.
Way to you there, and just
Let's go straight to the autopilot here. Lasing ourselves out.
Mike and for 3 Foxtrot. Yeah, at 826, you're going to give way to the Embraer 110 that's left to right on Mike, and then follow that.
Taxi lights can come off. Oh shit, we forgot to put the gear up.
Yeah, 717, radar contact, maintain 16,000 for altitude leaving.
16,000 crossing 1800, United 717. Alright, 16,000. That's why you do your takeoff checks, because sometimes you forget to put the gear up. Alright, let's go 250.
For now, lifting out, like that, ready to go.
250, vertical speed of 800. Bring the outboards out. Bring the flaps in.
And there's 909 Tango box, standby.
After takeoff, gears up and locked. Flaps are
American
coming in.
832 box.
All brakes off. Speed brakes off. Lights are set. Leave
Yes, sir,
ignition
we
on
are.
for the time
We're
being.
ready, copy.
We got visible moisture, but it's 16 degrees out, so we're okay there.
Are you able
Got that second vet sim check. We'll be looking to make sure the weather's still doing what it's doing, and it is. Okay, flaps are indicated. Continuing up to 250 knots.
Okay, very good. Clearance our question number 1.
From 74 South Clear for lane.
Oh, we're supposed to be 4,000 at claw.
That was a 1551, you were on Google, you got
Boy, this flight's a mess. Turn it off, guys.
Number 7274 Hotel, been 2405 on my 11 clear last night.
Crew land 11, 74 Hotel, thanks.
Yeah, 1551.
Unreadable, we got it, runway 9, clear takeoff.
Alright, still no Boston approach, so we're basically just staying on center here. Not much for us.
Roger, customer wait.
Alright, 150 knots, go to level change mode. Get that nose up. We'll stay level change till we get 10,000.
Boston 7, FedEx 12, requesting taxi. FedEx 12, heavy. Trim transponder on block 4726.
There's Claw heading for Fenway.
FedEx 12, heavy runway 9 taxi at Kilo Mike, cross runway 4 left. Runway 9 via Kilo Mike, cross runway 4 left.
I ever so slightly briefed the wrong departure, but that's okay. We're still doing more or less the same thing. Only this time we're going Fenway down to Gillette. But the restrictions are all still the same.
We're ready, copy, sir.
American 832, clear to the Charlotte Airport, Logan 9 departure, ready back to Nelly, man, that's filed, climb via assist, squawk 4730, back to squawk only.
4737, American 832.
American 832, back correct.
Yeah.
374 Hotel, taxi to the ramp via Foxtrot, Kudos.
Taxi via Foxtrot, 74 Hotel, today.
Alright, how we doing here?
1551 radar contact, come maintain 16,000.
Flight time down to Newark is going to be about an hour.
Climbing through 2000, climbing K1 6000, yeah.
November 3,
Got the clock. Oh, I always forget about the clock.
Right, having 120,
I don't know. Put the clock in run mode. It's supposed to do stuff, right?
Rudder right, heading 120 and safe takeoff on 93, Foxtrot.
Clock, I don't feel like the clock is that important. I mean, it should be. H. Buberchi, good to see you, man. Istanbul. That's definitely a ways out there. Happy Monday. Mr. Riddle, welcome aboard. See you just home from work in the UK. See the shop is streaming. Incredible scenes. How are we doing? Well, I'm doing great, man.
130 knots, cross check.
Doing fantastic. I still just leave this here.
We're not there in Bravo, clear for takeoff,
Ooh, Iced is working on something.
23 port targeting 160, passengers ILS runway.
Good, welcome aboard, Ice. Good to see you, man. Cat Flight Sim Con, right around the corner. Are you going to have any keynotes? I'm not talking at Flight Sim Con. That's all on Frugal Pete. I'm going to be hanging out and just chilling. Honestly, last year's Flight Sim Con was just sort of a lot of, shooting the breeze, looking at the planes, looking at the simulators. This year, I think is going to be very different. definitely do check out. There's a number of talks that I'm gonna want to sit in and listen to, but it's more just I'm just going down there to meet people more than anything else. Like it's pretty close and it's pretty much a no-brainer for me. We crossed 10,000 feet, so let's go 295. Speed.
United 826, the preceding Embraer is departing to the south. Wind is
Get that nose down about 1,000 feet per minute. Get the speed coming up.
There's a 9 clear for takeoff, United 826.
Yeah, FlightX12 heavy, runway 9 line up and wait.
One open wait, runway 9 FlightX12 heavy.
Number 3, Foxtrot.
That's cooler departure.
Turn right, heading 180,
especially when it's busy like that. There's like 3 or 4 people back behind us, I want to say.
180 and up to 7,000 for 4-3 Foxtrot.
Delta 441, descend via runway 2, runway 4 right, Boston, altimeter 29907.
Delta 441, descend via runway 2, runway 4 right, altimeter 29907.
Yeah, 2314.
Just setting a few things up here. Alright, there's 295, and we will go back to level change. 10,000 feet, we can turn the lights off too. Turn the ignition off.
We'll maintain VFR.
We're going to leave the seatbelt sign on. It is a short flight.
Southwest 4363.
Holy hell, there's a lot of folks coming on.
Over New York Center 125.32, Southwest 4363. Delta 15, contact New York Center 125.32.
Alright. You may use the clock to make sure you don't run toga power more than 5 minutes. Good to know.
Number 3, Foxtrot, turn right, heading.
There are many remarks in your VAT sim plan. Are they relevant to this flight? I don't think any of them are. Simbrick did all the work for me. According to the remarks, I have a TCAS. Yeah, oops.
The next 12 heavy wind 17.
I'm not worried about the TCAS.
Let's go for takeoff on runway 19, next 12 heavy.
Alright, there's 16,000 feet. Level that sucker off. Tyler B, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Mech 1987. Welcome aboard. Why don't I file in the sim? Because I can very quickly file using Simbrief. And that's in pre-file.
Bonanza 902 Tango, we would like to request pop-up IFR record for visual to Lawrence.
Boy, that guy's got some weird crap going on with his mic. Jack's going. Yeah, that's right. I forgot you going, Jack. Looking forward to that.
4732, maintain DFR.
Rem Bennis, welcome aboard, buddy. Good to see you. Sharks don't sleep. Happy Monday. Good to see you as well.
3 Foxtrot.
All the cool kids coming out tonight.
Center American 832, ready to taxi.
American 832, verify your transponders on the spot and through the deal, and I'll call you back.
Maybe I'm having problems.
1888 at Goshi, join the runway 4 right localizer, expect that one.
Uh-oh. JTB23, thank you for the beer, buddy. Enjoy the beer, he says. Appreciate it, man.
4314, surrendering 220 to
very much appreciated, sir.
7,000.
Cheers to my water.
We guys are heading down.
Staying hydrated. Forgot to say Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, 2314 heading.
Memorial Day is not one of those like happy sort of holidays. It's kind of a somber day of remembrance, not a day of really celebration. I think. I mean, lots of people have barbecues and stuff like that. And maybe if it wasn't cold and wet out, I would have one too. Yeah.
FlightX12 heavy radar contact. You're supposed to be at 5,000 on the SID there, but that's fine. I'm maintaining 16,000 now.
Apparently, a lot of you guys are following me down to Newark.
Sorry.
I'm looking at the line of traffic.
Yeah, 2314 net traffic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you guys, and then there's this dude who got off before us, Brandon. And there's somebody heading down from Bradley. New York controllers are gonna be like, what is going on?
Number 90902 Tango radar contact.
Alright, nice and cloudy out there. Looking good though, looking good.
And I just want to verify you wanted a clearance to Lawrence. Can you find a descent into cloud and then go visual from there?
Affirmative for 790 United 2 Tango.
Maybe going to do a high school exchange year, says Constantine. Nice, dude. Not entirely sure what that is. I bet it's cool, though.
Overcast. Are you able to do the ILS approach?
Peter says time for some flow control. Yeah, no kidding.
We can do an ILS, yeah.
Oh, man, that voice server's tanking.
We're actually taking okay, Roger. For now, go to Lawrence Airport, get flying 25.
J10GB, good to see you, man. Happy Monday. We're flying down to Newark. We just took off out of Boston. Nice cloudy day out here. Real crappy weather up in the Northeast. Although it's all starting to push off the coast now. It was interesting. Yesterday I was up in northern Vermont. I went up there Saturday for a couple of barbecues. And yesterday it was like 85 degrees all day. And then when we left, we got about halfway down to Massachusetts.
G-Route 717 Boston Center. If you're on my frequency, you have an open mic.
Oh. BAW 717. Okay. I was like, I don't have an open mic. Somebody else is using 717. That's not going to be confusing.
Center American 832, ready to taxi.
Yeah, well, that happens.
717 Boston Center.
You have 2 independent CDUs, you're only using 1. I know. I only need 1. Yeah, so I was coming down from Vermont, and about halfway down to Vermont, or halfway back home, I should say, it went from 85 to like 55. It was crazy. Like we stopped at one rest stop and it was still hot as balls, and the next rest stop we stopped at, it was freezing out. Like we were in shorts and t-shirts and all like sweaty and gross. And as soon as we stepped out of the car, it's like holy crap.
717, 718, 6 out.
It was very strange weather.
United 826, climb and maintain 14,000 only.
Max Am, welcome back, buddy. Good to see you.
This for 2314,
United 826, United 826, climb and maintain 14,000.
Center American 832, ready to taxi.
Number 441 Heavy, you're 7 miles from Winnie Crosswing at about 4,000 foot hours runway 4 at approach.
Finish my LTBA scenery. Awesome, dude. Yeah, for sure, dude.
That's a lot better. American 1888 foot hours.
Fly to LTBA for a second honeymoon. Well, we're going to Aruba for that. I'm gonna be down in Aruba on the 17th this year of July. Just past Nelly. Awesome. Well, we are
November 902 Tango. Do you have the weather at Lawrence, or do you need it?
Avis, good to see you, buddy. Unusual, convenient streaming time. Yeah, we got the day off in the U.S. today, so I wanted to get a couple of flights in early. We're going to do this. We're going to finish this flight down to Newark up, and then I'm going to take a break and go get some lunch, and I might come back and stream some more later for some other games. But these are my only 2 flights. My only 2 flights today. J10GB, we're United 717 right now. Team Radio, I don't know who 737 is.
Is that the Y or the ILS?
Elliptic Records, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy.
It's just the ILS. It's the localizer that has the Yankee or the Zulu. So you can find the ILS runway 5 approach. And fly heading 230 to maintain 5,000.
Chaos on VATSIM. Like Peter says, maybe time for some flow control.
And what was the altitude for 90
5,000, sir.
We're 10 to 5,000.
I feel bad for this controller. He just kind of got his ass kicked right there.
Center American 832, road taxi.
American 832, yeah, you can get your transponder on and squawking 4730. I still don't have you on the ground there.
Yeah, we're ready and we'll check it again.
United 2314, terminating 010,
right, what's going on here?
Maintain 4,000.
What other game can we expect? If I end up streaming, it's probably going to be Overwatch. Overwatch is what I've been hooked on lately. I got to see if my buddies are going to come on and play, and who's interested in actually being streamed and whatnot. Yeah, that's not how it works. You get used to it, biker dude. Am I doing a turn on? Nah, pilot, FS pilot. We just did the turn in Boston. Did Toronto to Boston, Boston down to Newark? That's what I'm going to call it
runway
quits.
down, American 832.
My brain's getting a little frazzled now with that sim. We're gonna get. I'm expecting a frequency change here fairly soon.
314. Can we get the green intercept leveling?
Alright. So
Yeah,
we're coming
2214
to 3
affirmative.
from Nelly. I suspect that once we get closer to Nelly, we'll get knocked over to the next frequency.
American 1888, runway 4 right, clear to land, wind 1705.
Should be New York approach. I'm not sure which one we'll get. There's a Kennedy approach and a Cam approach.
1576, cross, crank, gotta maintain 7,000.
Cross crank at 7,000, 1576.
The controller just told that guy unable to do an emergency. Sorry, buddy. Try again next time.
Boston, tax 4733 with Echo, requesting push off of Alpha Terminal.
So
You at 826, awesome, dude.
Push back your discretion, caution the American
Anyone seeing Warcraft in theaters? I don't think I'm going to see that one.
Sorry, I'm Charleston Flight by somebody Jack.
Giant Unicorn says, come fly EU on iVal. Dude, my iVal account got disabled again from not using it. I never got around to getting it set up because, like, I don't think my TeamSpeak was configured properly, and I just can't be bothered to get it working.
Tons of 441 heavy, reduce the final approach speed, wind 1705. You're 4 miles per hour.
Thinking about. Always great streaming here, worth a beer. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Cheers, my friend. I'm cheersing with a big ass glass of water, but thank you very much for the beer, man. Thank you to everybody for the beers, by the way. It's been a good day. Yeah, Elliptic Records, bank holiday in the U.S. too. Oh, we don't call them bank holidays.
5 miles, same direction, Boeing 737, also at 16,000.
I still feel bad for this controller. I'm actually going to see this guy at Flight SimCon in a couple weeks, so I'll have to make mention to this incident today. Camera, good to see you, man. Able to catch me live. Nice, dude.
180, the traffic behind you is not responsive.
All right, Uni.
They're going to catch up to you.
I hope he's not talking about me. I'm not really paying attention that close.
Anybody with a United call sign want to answer?
United 1551, we're here.
United 1551, thanks. Reduce speed to 270, traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles, same direction, going 737 at 16,000.
Oh.
We got the traffic inside, we'll reduce 270, United 1551, thanks.
United 717, Boston?
717, sorry.
United 717, say your speed.
295 indicated, United 717. Oops. He was talking to us.
United 717, maintain 300 knots or greater.
Alright, 300 knots, United 717.
American 1888, cross runway 4 left, turn left on November.
I suppose I should pay attention.
Runway 15 right.
United 826, I want to say 14,000.
American 1888, cross runway 4 left, turn left on November, hold short of runway 15
Bob
right.
Rocco, you missed all the fun. All the fun.
Left November, hold short 15 right.
We're heading into, about to join the arrival coming into Newark.
2314 years from miles from Nabo, clear ILS
Flying
runway
over
4
Bradley right now. Lots of clouds, though.
Who's the ILS 4 right, United 2314.
I gotta pay attention. I don't want to piss this controller off.
Boston Center, Bonanza 22-8, Juliet Delta. Do you have a heading course off the ground?
Because I just can't be bothered a European thing.
Remember, Juliet Delta, just stand by
I don't know.
Inspector.
I mean, I'm not European.
Roger.
Chat going on stream. I mean, you can watch the stream on Twitch as well. Yeah, we're broadcasting both.
I will be able to get you higher, but not for a little while.
The YouTube's gonna look a little better though.
Roger that.
November 38245.
Alright, Stu Dog, take it easy, buddy. Bro, how do you fly the plane? It's not very well.
Welcome to Southwest 324, Echo, ready taxi.
Let's come to Gatwick Airport. Tower 2000 speed. Contact tower. Tower
For
line.
38245, contact Valley approach 123.905.
123.9 or 245.
Lufthansa 441 Heavy, taxi to runway 32 right, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 15 right.
32 right, cross runway 4 left.
What do you guys think about Batson streaming? The other day, Tower Controller told me to stop streaming, so they didn't give permission to use his voice.
American 1888, cross runway 15 right, taxi, November Alpha
tough.
to the ramp.
I've never heard of anybody getting reprimanded for streaming VATSIM. Like, I don't understand why that would be the case.
American 832 holding short 9 ready to go.
Like it's nothing but publicity for what you're doing, and anybody can tune in and listen to you.
Sorted out in just a sec. Break to November 902 Tango.
Camera, I haven't had any issues with it thus far, but I actually don't really know what it fixed.
300, just maintain 4,000 for that.
Yeah, exactly, Peter. No expectation of privacy
November
with the US
441
rule.
Heavy, taxi November Alpha to the ramp, cross runway 15 right.
November Alpha to the ramp, cross runway 15 right, Lufthansa 441, thank you.
See you, guy. Good to see you, buddy.
Maintain 7.
I mean, if somebody told me to stop streaming, I would just sign off. Like, that's it. I would just leave. Like, okay, whatever. Like, I've got better things to do than deal with that. Good to see a Cedar Point guy.
Boston Center, Southwest 8275.
How do you turn on the plane?
Southwest 8375, Boston.
Read the manual. This is kind of a long flight. Putting along here at 16,000 feet. We got to go all the way around New York City, too. Well, kind of. Yeah, actually, we got to go around New York City. Flying towards Kingston right now.
United 826 will be stepping out of the cockpit for a few.
Yeah, 826, that's fine.
What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys heading down. 6 guys heading down to Newark.
So 324, contact Boston Tower 1.
Somebody just blasted out of Bradley, it looks like.
28, 2314, contact Boston Tower 1, flight 28.
You need a special key to turn on the plane, yeah. Stop streaming.
Yeah, 2314, contact Boston Tower 128.
Nah, Constantine, that's going to be just 2 of them today. I'm getting hungry.
Yep, we got 128.8, Boston Tower 2314,
Yeah, sometimes the controllers get a bit of an ego.
1536, contact New York Center 125.32.
Boston Center Delta 150, looking for clearance to Lavelle, Chattanooga.
1576 got pushed over to New York Center.
Delta 150,
He's also going to Newark.
Pilot, call me back. Break American 832, contact Boston Tower 128.
So that's what we're going to get then. We're going to get center next.
128.8, have you seen him at American 832?
Roger. United 1551, maintain 250 knots.
250 knots, 1551.
FedEx 12, reduce speed to 250.
Reduce speed to 250, FedEx 12, heavy.
United 717, clear direct to Sparta, that's Sierra Alpha X-ray.
Direct Sparta, United 717. Sparta, oh, Sierra Alpha X-ray, okay. Legs, Sierra Alpha X-ray, punch that in right there. Exact that.
FedEx 12, just so you know, I gotta slow you down. You're right behind the United, that's 2,000 below you, and I gotta get some space between the two of you, so that's the reason for the speed.
There goes the turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring down the speed. No, it just doesn't want to come down. FedEx 12.
There's over 92 Tango, that's gonna maintain 3,000.
3,000 to 92 Tango.
Sure, 92 Tango, pressure is gonna maintain at 2,000.
2,000 for 92 Tango.
Alright.
The retreat to 828.
It'd be kind of cool if the plane did require a key.
Affirmative, H.L.A. Delta.
For H.A. Delta, roger, release for departure.
Watching me stream and learning for an upcoming exam, yeah. Well,
1746,
I can't help you there.
1744. On entry control airspace.
Or it's atomic, you can burn any engine, yeah.
40.
Okay, clearance for the 174, 140 on the heading.
Key, it would be funny if an airplane required a key.
Southwest 8375, Boston Center, descend and maintain level 230.
230, 375.
So 375, thanks, and just verify your present altitude.
All right, how we doing here? So we're direct to the Sparta intersection. At some point, we should get descended.
8375, verify your present altitude.
Flight level 270.
Roger.
Peter says he had a Cadillac key that would open most Cessnas. That's awesome. Probably need some sort of key to get in the plane or into the cockpit. I mean, I think it's all. I don't think they're locked. If there's key codes and stuff, I think you might need to have, like, to get into the cockpit.
Affirmative, thanks for help. Cleared ILS runway 5 approach.
Cleared runway ILS 5 approach for energy tango.
Transport category aircraft. The security is in the parking location. Yeah. We got about 20 minutes to land. Coming up on New York City right now.
Hey, good afternoon, Boston Center, Delta 75. We're with you just over Tusky, flight level 360.
Aw, biker dude, that sucks, man. One guy loses the sim.
Passenger 4422, contact Providence, approach 123.67.
We're heading down to Newark right now. We just took off out of Boston. Tower controller in Boston now.
Boston Center, Bonanza H, Juliet Delta's airborne, for 500,
Dangerous because you don't know when something like your engine will explode. I mean,
engines
don't often explode.
Departure on 123.67.
Just saying.
2367.
Boston Center, American 832, 3.4 for 5,000.
American 832 Center, radar contact, climb and maintain level 320.
Maintain flight level
Plague of locusts descending upon Newark Airport right now.
November 902 Tango, thanks again for your help. Runway 5, clear the line.
I guess they could catch fire, but it's still rare.
Runway 5 for energy tango, no problem.
Jet fuel melts steel beams. That's the rumor. Nick FOA, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Northern guy, welcome aboard as well.
Gated 110, Boston Center, roger, standby.
Boston Center, Delta 75, we're with you, just over Tusky, flight level 360.
Not too much, man.
Delta 75, Boston Center,
we're on the second flight of the day. Been streaming for a few hours now. What are we up to? Just over 3 hours.
Yeah, 717, cross crank, Adam, maintain 7,000.
Crank at maintain 7,000, United 717. Alright.
United 110, maintain 250 knots, so I'm going to have to slow you behind company.
Level 250, free now.
United 1551, direct to Sparta, Sierra Alpha X-ray, maintain 270 knots.
270, direct Sparta, intersection,
I'm gonna piss in
United
Boston's Cheerios here.
1551, actually Sparta VOR.
Boston United 717, you put us direct to the Sparta VOR, so unable crank.
United 717, sorry, disregard that. So maintain 7,000.
Not a 7,000, United 717.
Yeah, 1551, sorry, you're also clear direct Sparta, maintain 270 knots.
7,000.
End of your reback.
And we'll start our way down. We have to plan for a decel here at some point.
Maintain 270 knots, United 1551.
1,500 feet per minute.
Roger. Yeah, 1551 to maintain 7,000.
Yeah, on the 7,000, 1551.
Bus service up to 324, 3,600 for 5.
American 832, right turn heading 180.
Bob Rocca, this is
right
the West
turn 180,
flight.
American 832.
Miles, one of these days we'll head down to Key West.
Southwest 324, Boston Center, radar contact.
Well,
Climb and maintain
explain now.
140,000.
Staring because I'm lazy flying. I can watch somebody else fly it. Yeah, nice, Nick. I like to fly and watch. Like I almost, whenever I'm flying, I almost always have another stream on.
300,
Usually I don't say anything. I usually just lurk.
Yeah, 826 on frequency.
Can I fly this plane without a control tower? Yeah, absolutely. We took off out of Vancouver without a control tower.
32 to the right.
Flying online's fun, though.
290 when able to pursue at Nelly on course.
Yeah, so the controller had us direct Sparta, and then he gave us crossing instructions at Crank. So here. So just before Kingston.
Away and it's causing this problem. So FedEx 1-2, just fly heading
just before Kingston, he turned us to Sparta.
And I'm going to have
normally you'd have Crank at 7,000, so we got expect Crank 7,000. It's like, I can't do that. I'm expecting a frequency change here pretty soon, too. So I just told him, put us on the wrong head. He's super busy right now, and I'm not really helping matters by, like, half paying attention. DVA, Lurk Master Cat. Yes, sir. I lurk all the time.
Boston Center, and HLA Delta back with you, passing 4,000.
I mean,
5,000.
It's a two-way relationship. You don't have to be the controller's slave. You give them traffic, they give you control. Like, it's part of the fun.
Cosmo 422, Cape altimeter 3002.
Alright, 13,000 people start slowing down to 250 knots.
United 717, contact New York 125.32.
2532, United 717. Thanks a lot, man. We'll see you fly some con.
Take it easy. American 832, Vanilla 02, cloud maintain level 320.
2532.
Already there, heading that way. Flight level 320, American 832.
25.
Perfect, thanks.
32.
1551.
New York City's loading in right now.
5.32.
Alright.
20.
Okay, so let's check on the weather here too while we're at it. Yankee is current.
New York Center, happy Memorial Day to you. United 1551 with you. 3,000 for 7,000.
United 1551 New York today. Information Yankee, ILS 22 left. The altimeter 2996.
We've got Yankee 22 left, United 1551.
250 knots. So that speed's going to come back. I'm going to put the nose up just a touch here. New York, United 717, 11,500, 7,000 direct Sparta. We got Yankee.
United 717, thanks. Altimeter tree, correction 2996, ILS 22 left.
906, we expect the ILS 22 left, United 717. A little less chaotic, at least until people start showing up again. Bring our landing lights on, we'll go to continuous. Bring that speed back. Yeah, it'll come back to 250, no problem. We never turned the seatbelts off. So yeah, seatbelt signs are still on. We'll beep again just for good measure though. Oh, Rembes, man, I think you're trolling me right now. And you're not going to stick around too long, buddy. There are plenty of tutorials out there. I've flown this plane 1,000,000 times. If you want to go watch the VOD. Doing a short flight from ESSA to LAX. I don't know where ESSA is at, but I'm assuming it's quite a ways out there. Vexen, yeah, I catch your sarcasm, man. It's real subtle, but I got you. I follow you. Dono Scar, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard, buddy. Requesting heading guidance to KEWR, plane out of control. Well, sucks for you, man. The hell of a day on VATSIM. Alright, there's 250. Bring the nose down a touch more here. Get her down to 7,000 feet. May have gone just a little fast crossing 10,000. It ain't that big a deal.
United 717, maintain 250 knots.
250 knots, United 717.
United 1551, maintain 2.
DVA, I know, man. We're gonna get out of there at some point. It's just a matter of time, dude. I've
You broke out on the
I don't have an abundance of free
United
time, so getting all the scenery and getting everything
1551,
figured up, and then
two trees and
learning all of the ins and
230,
outs of flying in Europe and whatnot. Just I haven't had a chance to yet.
230 United 1351.
I'm honestly just more interested in showing off and flying planes than I am like heading for specific destinations. This is different today because I wanted to go chase some weather. Leo the pilot, one of your favorite X-Plane streamers. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I don't know how many X-Plane streamers there are out there, so I'll take one of your favorites. This is U32. There absolutely will be another Kerbal stream. There was going to be one last week, and then Overwatch came out, and I was like, well, I kind of want to play Overwatch, so Kerbal's coming. I got to see what the week looks like. Kerbal might be this week. I don't know. I got another busy couple of days. Like we have a wedding on Friday to go to, and my wife's in it, so we have a rehearsal dinner on Thursday to attend as well. So that's going to consume some time. Okay. Let's look at ye old chart here. Out of Sparta. Oh, my chart is wrong.
There you have 110 with you, 10,230 miles.
Yeah, 110 New York today.
Out of Sparta, we're supposed to fly a heading. Not the Flobo.
That's 228.
What heading is that supposed to be? Oh boy. Oh boy. This is the RNAV. Close your
Got the frequency Newark Liberty information. Zulu and Echo when available at 4 altimeter 2995.
Closing 3.
United 717, turn left heading 170.
That works.
Try to maintain 5,000.
170, 5,000, United 717. Alright, so 170.
Jazz 33, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb maintain flight level 310, Jazz 33.
Mirage 425, leaving airspace, Washington's closed.
Okay, we're getting rid of the ILS 22 left approach.
Average thanks for your service and LT against the mark.
Let's chart over here while that turn's happening.
Take care.
ILS 22 left approach is going to have us on 108.7, 219 course.
Yeah, to 5,000 United 1551.
Minimums of 220. Sure, why not? In the case of a missed approach, we'll worry about all that stuff later, but 220 for the minimums. Keep our speed 250. Yeah, we're looking good. Yeah, he's turning us towards the localizer right now. Interesting. So this takes us right over top of Teterboro. So we'll have New York City off to our... Ah, there's New York City coming in right now. Yeah. Of New York City off to our left there. I'm going to get rid of the Who's Online list. I'm tired of staring at it. Dude, Kerbal was a great time, and I really want to get back to it. We got to go to orbit, and I'm super excited about doing that. It's just it comes back to time, man. Catstrator's got a busy life, for better or worse. I got a lot of I want to try to keep at least one flight sim stream a week. Because that's kind of what the people want to see.
717, reduce speed at 230.
230 on the speed, United 717. Alright, there's 5,000 feet coming up. And he said that Zulu is now current. We still only have Yankee. Get Zulu soon enough.
American 131. Like,
there we go. Special. Variable 4 knot, 10 mile
visibility. 1315, maintain flight level 360.
So cross that out.
Maintain flight level 360, American 131, thanks.
10 mile visibility.
717, descend to maintain 4,000.
4,000, 717.
United 1551, turn left heading 160.
This plane's not very good about speeds.
Left heading 160, United 1551.
United 110, turn left heading 170.
That's 170, United.
Okay. Let's get our stuff tuned in too. 108.7. Over here. Good there, good there. And we're looking for a course of 219er. And 219er over here.
United 717, turn left heading 130, descend and maintain 3000.
130, 3000, United 717. That's our frame rate tank.
United 717, reduce speed to 190.
And 190 knots, United 717. 1000, 190. That's going to bring us out flaps 5. 1, 2, 3. The lights, all the lights can come on now. Frames are in the doghouse right now. Too many clouds, too much scenery. Even the new little add-ons having problems keeping up.
United 110, descend and maintain 5000.
Right,
on the 5 United 110.
Alright, there's pattern. It's basically got us pointed at Teterboro right now. .200 knots. 190 knots right there. Almost. Yeah, dude. Radishan. Welcome aboard. Looks pretty good.
United 717, turn right heading 190. 6.5 miles from Gimme, maintain 3000 until established. Clear ILS 22 left, 170 knots or greater until buzzed.
Alright, 190, 3000 until established, cleared ILS, 22 left approach, and 190 are Sagan on the speed for United 717.
170 knots or greater until buzzed. Bravo uniform Zulu, Zulu Delta.
Alright, 170 knots or greater until buzzed, United 717. Alright, we in the soup. Go in ARM VOR loc mode.
Jazz 33, contact Boston 1347, good day.
New York is saying, nope, no more emergencies.
7 Jazz 33, thanks everyone.
United 1551, descend and maintain 4000, speed 200.
170 knots. Go flaps 10. Flaps 15, sorry.
4,000, 200, United 1551.
Yep, well, I'm not putting my gear down yet.
And New York approach, November 443.
Okay, there's 170 waiting for movement on the localizer.
Out of 9,000 for 8,000.
November 443, Fox New York today, the Oxford.
Yeah, wide slope.
Was that a 299? 3 Fox front shot.
Hey, hey, look at that. That's a breakout for you.
Yep.
We're above the
Yeah, Center United
Fantastic.
26,
Well,
descending out of 8,600 down to 7,000
turn.
current.
Let's go to approach mode, see if it'll descend.
United
No, it's not
8026,
going to.
New York today, information Zulu,
We'll slow
ILS
down.
22 left.
Northwest Zulu and Louis 2 left.
United,
New York Center.
United 110, reduce speed to 210, then descend and maintain 4000.
Alright. In case of a missed approach,
210
3,000 feet.
That was tough work for you.
United 1561, turn right heading 190, descend and maintain 3000 until established. But ILS 22 left, 170 knots until buzzed.
I don't like this approach. I should probably go around.
Alright, 100,
Did he say 3,000 or 2,000 I was supposed to stay above? I think it seems silly that that would have had to be 3,000 because I'm like way freaking high right now.
Runway 22 left, the wind variable at 4, good wind.
Good lad, 22 left, United 717. We're just gonna land this thing.
New York Center, FedEx 12 heavy.
We're catching the glide slope now. This is very unorthodox.
United, correction, FedEx 12, New York, good at a
there's buzzed.
160, vector.
Oh, I forgot to even set my damn speeds.
Information, Zulu, altimeter 299.
Alright, 141 knots. 141.
Alright, turn
there's the approach.
Heading 160.
You come in, arm that.
22 left, ILS 22 left, FedEx 12 heavy.
Arm that, those to 2. On the approach. Flaps to 30, gears down 3 green. 1,000 approach. 1,000 feet, we're stabilized enough, right? Yeah, let's go with it.
New York Center, Archer 3845.
Alright, gears down 3 green, lights are set, flaps are coming, the flaps are out, speed brake is armed, auto brake is armed. Clearance has been received, speed's coming back. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the auto throttle off. Capture that. Turn the autopilot off. 1, 2, my aircraft. Runway is in sight.
There we go, the Dutchess Airport, altimeter 29902. United 110.
We're gonna call that the New York Grand Slam.
Speed to 190.
3,000 to 190.
400.
Here, Center Unit 821, caution to go direct tank trend after crank.
Minimum.
Landing.
American 131 Lima Airspace, Cleveland Closer, services terminated for exchange group. Take care.
Alright, over to UConn 122.8 after Memorial Day, American 131 see ya.
Flights 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reversers out. Decel.
1551 runway 22 left, wind variable at 4. Cover on.
Quarter lane 22 left, United 1551.
Oh, that runway's a lot shorter than I anticipated.
We're out of 20,000 to flight level 340.
Cross down one more time, please, only.
Oh, it's because it's got a big displaced threshold.
FedEx 12, descend and maintain 5,000.
Alright, still the reversers.
Say again for FedEx 12, we broke up.
FedEx 12 heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000.
No idea where we're clear.
United 717, welcome to Newark. Straight ahead, Victor. Cross runway 22 right, taxi Papa Alpha, parking there.
Victor cross 22 right, Romeo Alpha Alpha, the ramp, United 717. Take care.
Blue.
I don't know what that means.
United 95, 22 on frequency.
I don't actually know where I'm going.
Delta 826.
This is Victor.
United 826. Turn left heading 190.
Was it supposed to be Papa Alpha? Maybe it's Papa Alpha. I'm gonna say Papa Alpha. Papa Alpha sounds right.
826. You should be maintaining 7,000. Just maintain 6,000 for now.
Alright, make that turn there. You can come off 1, 2. You can come off. If you can come on. You can come off. You can come
Number
off.
44. Shree Foxtrot.
Strobe off.
Fly heading 250 vectors ILS 22 left information Alpha. The altimeter at Newark 299.5.
Something going on with the altitude too.
Order 250 vectors for the ILS.
The sign is emerging.
We're
just gonna park over here.
It's gonna be a 22
Park next to this Delta guy.
Roger, 22 left for ILS 22 left for 4435.
Supercraft, I'll try, man.
United 110, turn right heading 190, 3 to establish, good ILS 22 left, 170 till buzzed.
Buzzed. I control like saying buzzed.
170 till buzzed for now.
Okay.
FedEx
turn you off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newark International Very unorthodox way of getting in there. We came in a little high on the glide slope, you know, it's no big deal. I think I need to go back and see if he told us 2,000 or 3,000. I'm not really sure which. Alright, and hold the parking brake back there. 1, 2. We're going to leave the engines on just because I'm going to do the replay here. You've seen the engines come off before. You've heard the engines come off. Is there anybody right behind us? Supercrafter, man, I'm sorry, buddy, but we're probably not going to be able to stick around and watch all the landings. Should be one guy coming in. Yeah, 1551's right there. That's a good looking airport here. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, we'll catch this guy coming in and probably have to go watch the departure. Or watch my landing. In Germany, it's 8:08 p.m. Nice. Yeah, I thought it was 3,000 too. I was a little surprised by that. I had to pull the speed brakes out and dive it in order to get down onto the glide slope, and that's like the wrong way to have to do that. Ship! Good to see you, man. They always make me land long, yeah. Welcome aboard, Ship. He caught just the end of the stream here. Ian, welcome aboard, buddy. Good to see you as well. Yeah, we'll check the replay in just a moment. Watch these guys come in. Chart says 1,500 at buzzed. Yeah, I know. I would have thought 2,000. If I was at 2,000, I would have intercepted just fine. But I was like just a fraction above, either 2,000 or a little further up the path. Would have been okay. That's a good landing. All right, we can disconnect from BatSim. Sorry the guys didn't get to see their landings on here. I'm hungry. We're off BatSim. Let's go to replay mode. How about that for a picture? Oh yeah, look at that. Is that gonna be good? Hang on, I gotta get a photo for the I gotta get a photo for the thumbnail. The gear's not even down at that point. The gear has to be down. We need to be configured, damn it. There it is. Actually, let's just go ahead and go. Play. Hang on, guys. Sorry, this is important. That's the shot right there. I think that's the shot. Is that the shot or is that the shot? Ooh, that looks like that could be the shot. No, that's going to be the shot right there. A little lower. Bam. Oh, there we go. All right, save that. Yep. Okay, back that up. It's very important that we do that. Very, very, very important that we do that. I'll take that landing. That was all right. I thumped the nose down. I gotta learn to hold that nose back up. Let's see it from here. True Test is watching it from the tower. How does it look? It's very, very important to judge one's landing. I've been told that the most important metric for landings is feet per minute. Right, guys? That's not true at all, by the way. Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that. Have I ever considered doing tutorials? Absolutely. The problem with tutorials is they take a really long time to put together. Like, they take a really long time. Any sort of edited flight sim stuff is just unbelievable. It's usually a 2-to-1 ratio on time to time played versus time spent editing. For example, the Essential Aircraft video that I did a couple weeks back took me 9 hours between recording and editing to put together. Like, it was kind of silly. So I would love to do more tutorials, but it's tough. You're very welcome, Constantine. DB Better, good to see you, man. We're just a little under 3.5, right around 3.5 hours, I think. All right, folks. That's good. That's good. I am looking forward to PMDG's DC-6. I don't think you guys are going to see it this week. I got to learn that sucker. But we'll get there eventually. All right, come in here. Put you away. Turn you off. 1, 2. And we'll just turn the APU off as well. Shut the whole plane down. I'm looking forward to DC-6. You probably won't see it from me this week. Somebody will be streaming it. I'm sure lots of people will be streaming it, actually. I would think you can count on that. Yeah, what do we got here? Let's see who's live right now. Anybody that we can go to. Thank you, Average Gamer. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining me. It looks like Giant Unicorn's going live. Go check him out. He'll probably be doing some Europe flying. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm gonna have some lunch. May or may not be back later. I'll definitely be popping around some of the streams today. But thank you all for spending your Monday morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it happens to be, wherever you're at. And we'll see you sometime later this week. Have a good day. Toodles.